I just come.
Oh, we y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Vino Entertainment TV. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Leggett. How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? Man, what's going on? It's been a long week, boy. Even though it's Wednesday, it surely is a long week. Even though it's Wednesday, I mean a long week, man. What y'all been up to? What y'all been up to? Me
Hey,
myself.
friend.
Hey, friend, I've been trying to stay in the house. What you been up to, friend? I've been staying in the house. What you been doing?
I went to work today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I went
Well,
to work today.
how's that knee doing? How that knee doing? They say hello,
Yeah.
Cassandra. How that knee doing?
It's doing better. The swelling done went down. I'm walking a little better.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. That's good. I'm glad. Well, at least you're doing better then.
Yeah, I'm doing a little better. I'm doing a little better. Can't
Hmm.
complain too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Not too much. Just a little bit.
Well, as we get older, girl, how them bones get, girl. Let me tell you. Mm-mm. You got to be careful, sister.
Yes, yes. Cause I be in my own little world when I be weed eating, and sometimes I just be in my own little world.
Uh-huh. Oh, Sarah cooking. Oh, Sarah always cooking. She make me see. Yeah, Sarah, what you cooking? I'm like, Leah, what you cooking, Sarah? Sarah said she cooking today. Must be nice. We doing some cooking today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it ain't really been that hot here in Texas. I don't think it's been hot there where you at.
It ain't been really hot. It's just muggy. The wind been blowing. The wind kind of. It ain't no hot air. It's kind of cool air, but it's been muggy.
Oh, Sarah got that new recipe. Oh, in the crock pot. Now look, that's the best way to cook right about now is in the crock pot. I got
Mm-hmm.
two. I got one for my vegetables, and if I'm cooking me a certain kind of meat, I got one for my meat. That way, I won't put nothing on the stove. No, won't need to worry about that electricity right there. Cause right now it's been kind of hot here in Texas, you know. But I'm glad you ain't been doing too much work out there in that heat, girl.
I ain't been doing too much, but I got the rest of the week.
Yeah, it is hot in the oven. What you gonna? You working the rest of the week, or you gonna be out the rest of the week?
I got to work the rest of the week, but I ain't got no whole lot. I ain't got no whole lot this week.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well, yeah. Hey, just been keeping up with the news. I've been keeping up with the news. You've been keeping up with the news.
Some of it, I've been dipping and dabbing through a little bit of it. I seen that video with Judge O'Brien, but I seen it came across my timeline, but I didn't watch it. I hadn't been still long enough to watch it.
Which one?
The one with Judge O'Brien.
Oh, girl, he shows our girl. I didn't know how. I didn't know he ate. I didn't know he ate like that.
He be clowning, especially
Yeah.
when it comes for him to be with one of the dudes I watch call a old nigga. For him to be an old nigga, he be stumping hard for the black folks.
I used to like Joe Brown. I used to like him. I used to think
He,
he talked too much. He ate crazy. He ate too crazy sometimes.
but he be stumping hard for the black folks. He really do.
Mm-hmm. And the wheelchair still dropping people off in front of Kamala Harris front yard.
Wheelchair gonna keep on doing that today. Cause he just won a court case. You know they had put them buoys in the water to keep them people from coming across that river. And
Oh, he
and
did.
yeah, and the Department of Justice that They told him to take it out, and he sued. And the federal judge told him he can keep it in there, so
That's
he
why
gonna
he
keep
put
on doing it.
that why he put that on the Indian land.
Nah, he put it in that. I think it's the Juarez River. I think that's what it is. The Rio Grande might be the Rio Grande.
Oh,
Because
oh,
one part of it is shallow. They say you can walk right across it, and then the further you go down, it get deeper. So he put them buoys in the water so they can't come across there. Cause one side of it is Mexico and the other side is Texas.
oh, okay. I was wondering because when he put it, they had started on the Indian land. They started fussing about it, remember?
Yeah,
And he had to take it off. Or he had to take it off.
but it was one lady.
He had to take it off. They had to stop. They had to stop. Happy birthday, Leggett.
It was one lady I seen a video. She said Trump was building that wall across her land, and she was suing their ass.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see
That was
that.
when the wall first came up, and she said they had put a fence up there and supposed to been giving her the key so she could have access, cause they put it right across her land and they didn't give her the key.
What you need a key for? Access to what to the gate or something to the what you need
Yeah, cause
access to?
they put it across her land.
Oh, man, uh, uh. Well, I hope well. They're gonna be building a whole bunch of stuff across people's land. What is gonna tell you to keep people out if Trump get it?
Mm, Trump gonna round them up with ice.
Yeah, he is. He is. Leggett said Joe Brown sometimes a little cocky for his britches. He is a little cocky.
Yeah,
He is a little cocky.
he do get a little cocky. He do get a little cocky.
Yeah,
I get him that.
he do. He do. Let's check out Joe Brown now, cause Joe Brown talking noise. And I'm like, why Joe Brown so mad? I hadn't watched him. I'm like, why he so mad? What, 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 what picked him out so bad? Let's check it out,
What did
y'all.
Kamala Harris do to Judge Joe Brown, honey? Because Judge Joe Brown is not letting up off that ass. He just had an interview that just dropped today with Dialogue, Art of Dialogue over there on YouTube, and he is calling her everything but a child of God, y'all.
Kamala Harris, how you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. I was out in California for 15 years doing my show when she was at her peak, and she had a reputation amongst the trial lawyers of being lazy. She just hike her skirt up and try to flirt, and she wasn't that good in the courtroom, if not pretty bad in the courtroom. So I'm not surprised at what she does. She's 60 years old, and I think listening to her word salad and the way she talks, I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that. You see, today is going to be tomorrow. So since it's going to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now. Like, what did you say? They have something in mind, but they cannot cognate getting all the way through it, which is why she's famous.
He don't like her. He said he hacking her dress up. So come and try to get a pass, her hacking her dress up on the men's, I guess. But if she wasn't that good, how she become what she was all that time? I don't understand. You still here, Cassandra?
My mic is on mute. My bad. They play the game. That's why I sent you that video, Dane Calloway, showing how they play the game. They play the game. She did. Wait, Jay. She did sleep her way to the top,
Oh, okay.
and she done some fuck shit while she there to play the game with them other people.
Yeah.
And he telling the truth about her. It ain't. She ain't 60 years old yet. She be 60 next year. And
I was gonna say,
she,
damn, she that old already?
She turned 59. I don't know when her birthday is. She either gonna be 60 this year or 60 next year. But she play
Yeah.
that game, and if you really listen to her talk, she don't be saying nothing.
I told her, nah, they said she be saying the same thing over and over and over and
Over
over.
and over and over.
What's
She
up,
don't be
Tori?
saying nothing.
They said she be saying the same thing over and over. I ain't really paying no attention to her.
If you listen to her talk, she don't say that she don't never answer no questions except for when they asked her did she agree with reparations, and she went through all that word salad like he said, and then flat out said, so sit here to say I'm gonna do something only for black people? No.
Yeah.
That's the only thing she done said, and they ain't gonna let her live that down.
I'm sure she ain't gonna do everything for black people. I mean, they wouldn't be right no way.
Why come it would? Them Asians got a hate crime bill. The Jews got a hate crime bill. They giving the Jews.
We need a hate crime bill. We definitely need that because we gonna need
We
it.
need
Yeah, we gonna
we
be able to
need
get
our
it now.
reparations too. Them Jews getting the reparations. We paying reparations to Jews for the Holocaust, and that happened in Germany. It didn't happen in America.
Yeah, I know. I
So if
know.
the LGBT got a bill so they can get married, and if their spouse die, they can get their money and stuff. So they only do it for them Pacific group. Why they can't do it only for black people?
Yeah, we should have had one for the Asians. They had one. We should have been there had one.
The Asians didn't have no business getting there. And
Right before they
they
got
got
there, we should have had. Right before they had they hate crime.
the
We should have had
Asians.
our bill a long time ago.
And then on top of that, they paid the Japanese that they had in them internment camps after World War II. They paid them reparations. And why they can't do nothing only for black people? They doing it only for everybody else but us. Why they can't do it for us? Them Asians, they got their hate crime bill under false pretenses. Uh-oh, my bad.
What? What happened?
And they walk around talking.
They been fighting for it though. They been
They
fighting for
wasn't
it.
fighting for nothing. They went lying, talking about how they was being treated. They was mad because when Trump said that the C-19 came from China, they started losing business because people stopped going in their shops and stuff. But that wasn't the only reason why they were losing business. They started losing business because of how they treat black folks in their shop.
They were treating us real shitty, and they still talk about it. They talk about us still real bad in their shops.
Yeah.
You understand what they saying though? If you understand what they saying, you ain't gonna know what they saying about you.
And they went and talked about how people they was being targeted and attacked and everything. And all you gotta do is research. The FBI tell you who the number one on the top list for hate crime: black people. When they got their crime, they was only like 2 to 3% of hate crime.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah. So what you think about what they're trying to do to our food? They say our food is not really coming from America. Our food is coming from different sources of Japan and China, and our sources ain't like they say they are.
A lot of it is because they paid the farmers to stop farming. They went in there and threatened him.
Yeah.
The white boy got on the video and told it about 3-4 years ago that they paid his daddy. It told him to go out there and destroy his green bean crop, and if he didn't destroy it, he wasn't gonna get no more loan money, and they was gonna foreclose on his farm. They told him to stop doing it. That's why. Because Kill Bill is buying up all the farmland so he can grow what he want to grow. And that ain't right. That's the reason why. And then why they all hollering about Project 19, Project 19. That didn't even come from Trump. That came from the Heritage Foundation. Well, and the Heritage Foundation is a think tank of all them racist white folks that get together and come up with bullshit.
Well, Gates Bill only doing right now plant-based food right now. That's the only thing he's doing right now. And
they say a lot of that plant-based food ain't all plant-based. A lot of it got them.
They sure did. Yeah.
What are NGOs? Got all that MGOs, whatever.
MGO. Yeah. You on point. Yeah. Let's check this out right here. Hold on.
FDA has allowed for foods that are GMO to be labeled organic. It tells you that it is a GMO product, genetically modified organism.
And why do we want to stay away from GMO foods?
Because it's synthetic. The body can't recognize it. So it wreaks havoc in the body. Think about it. They're grapes. Grapes grow with seeds. Mm-hmm. But now you can buy organic grapes that don't have seeds. There is no food that is seedless naturally.
What are preservatives and why aren't they good?
Well, many of them stay in our bodies 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and they form as free radicals. You know, the body can't digest them. They don't know what it is. And free radicals eventually come together and clog arteries or turn into disease. I don't tell people that, oh, you're going to die if you eat that. I don't say that to you. I encourage you to do your own research, okay? Because there are a lot of foods that are GMO that are not labeled GMO. Mm-hmm. So you don't even know.
Right.
Okay? Because the FDA so conveniently made it so that these manufacturers don't have to label it anymore. They used to have to, but they don't now.
You was on point. The GMO pap, you was on point about that. You sure was. And you know what else? Not only that, your body can't even digest that plastic food that they're trying to serve us, that plastic stuff they're trying to serve us.
Yeah.
We not, our body ain't made to digest that kind of stuff right now.
Our bodies ain't made to digest none of it.
Yeah. We eat fake food. We eat fake food. That's what we eat.
I be telling my daughter all the time, but sometimes I catch myself doing it too. Stop buying them seedless grapes. But you can't find no food with the seeds in it.
No, you can't.
And they said if they, I seen a video a couple days ago say if they do got seeds in them, they all male, they won't reproduce.
Yes, the meat is high leg, and the meat is $15 a pack for a little pack of meat. That meat is high. It's real high. We can't.
And then you,
sure.
and then you pay $15 and you don't know if it's real or lab grown.
Right. And
That's the problem right there.
And then you go home and start falling apart. Hey, you pay money for meat that you ain't finna eat. And you of course you ain't gonna eat that shit because you see it falling apart. Why would you continue eating that and you see the meat falling apart right before your very eyes? Then why would you eat that meat? Why would you eat it?
Yeah. No. And I could tell that's one of the main reasons why I stopped eating a lot of fast food. Well, I wasn't eating a lot to begin with, but I don't hardly eat no fast food. Cause I could tell when it wasn't real. It make my stomach hurt and I go to the bathroom too quick.
Yeah. Cause it ain't right. It ain't the right. It ain't right. Our stomach ain't right. Ain't for the digest that kind of food. It ain't made for that. But eventually, the ones whose stomach can't digest, eventually it's going to digest, or they're going to start eating one. Something going to have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the private prisons that they got going on right now? And right now, I think Texas got the most prisons right now that is built in Texas. In Texas, right?
They do, and this ain't new. They've been had private prisons ever since the 80s.
Yeah, since the 80s, right. And ever since then, it's when I not ever since then, but our brothers been going to prison before the 80s though, but not the private prisons though. This was the state prisons. I guess it might have been what it was.
Yeah, the state run most of the private prisons. They owned by private people, but the state they pay the state. That's the reason why they started suing the states for not keeping them full.
Okay. But then they saying that they commissary they got so high. The commissary is real high. They get commissary at the prisons now. They making food prices real high.
Yeah, they make everything that went up. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I don't understand why people. That's my thing. Why would you want to vote for Kamala Harris? Evidently, looking at what she do, she call herself the top cop, and she really ain't done nothing. So you gonna take a play out of Joe Biden playbook and do the same thing he's doing?
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that the rates, the foods, and everything will stay skyrocketed.
Right. And that ain't all gonna happen. So a lot of gonna skyrocket. So you see how high my friend now my wife, you know, her son was starting school, and don't you know how high that school stuff was to get for her to get her kid?
I
I mean,
just
that
can imagine.
school stuff was high for her to get that for her kid.
I imagine it can't. I imagine that stuff is high. That's the reason why I be trying to tell my daughter, why y'all trying to run the Walmart and all that, you better go to the dollar store. You can get same stuff in the dollar store.
Yeah, Eh, but but see, when you go to private schools, so he go to private school. When you go to private schools and get that packet, I think her packet was about $1,300. I think for that full packet that she had to get for a little boy, for the one kid, one
Mm.
kid.
If she can afford it, more power to her.
Tori says soups in the prison is $1 a bag for the soups in the prison. That's kind of high for the prison, ain't Tori?
What do you want?
I know they said that bottle of water high. I remember I did a show on there. They had the bottle of water, over $1 something just for a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has gone up. All the shampoo and everything that went up. That's why I see a lot of people on Instagram trying to make their own shampoo, they own deodorant. I'm like, oh, I might need to say this right here. I might try to make my own deodorant pretty soon to get in the higher.
I got my
And
mama and the man.
I use Secret on top of that.
My mama and the man and the and Mr. Jones that owned Jones Funeral Home. My mama had been telling us for years, stop using that deodorant because it got chemicals and stuff in it. And
Yeah.
then when I used that meaning deodorant when I was young, it put soles up under my arm. So I put alcohol up under my arm. I might sweat, but I don't get musty.
I mean, back in the day, we used to use baking powder up on our arm back in the day.
Yep, that's why I put some baking powder up under there when I'm running low, because I use alcohol for everything. I bathe in it, everything, wash my face, everything.
Right.
And baking soda, I put baking soda in my bath and make your water soft. If you got hard water, make your water soft.
Yeah. They said baking soda do a lot of things for you because we used to brush our teeth with baking soda back in the day. We had toothpaste, but we also used that baking soda to brush our teeth with back in the day. We sure did. And
That toothpaste,
so pretty white.
more what I understand, ain't no good. They put that fluoride in there, and the fluoride calcifies the third eye, and they know it. That's why they put it in there.
I be getting that toothpaste called the sensitive whitening, whatever. That toothpaste almost $7. I'm like, that is toothpaste high. And toothpaste ain't cheap. Even the Crest ain't cheap.
Mm-mm.
And none ain't cheap.
Mm-mm.
The mouthwash is high. The Listerine sure is high. Don't get the flavor Listerine. You're gonna pay some price for the flavor kind. I don't like the original kind. Don't taste that ain't too good for me, but I like the flavor kind, the mint kind.
My husband buy Listerine too, by two at a time, big balls.
Oh, like I said, we use baby powder, and now that causes cervical cancer. Yeah, it sure do. We used to use Johnson and Johnson. Sure did.
Yep. I used to put baby powder, use it, put it on my sheets, make my bed smell good, the whole 9 yards. So they started talking about that.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. I just put all on my body, girl. I'm between my boobies, girl. Cause my boobies used to sweat, girl, and rubbing, girl. Yeah, I do all that keep me real cool, girl. And summertime, it'd be what's all that white stuff? That's my baby powder.
Already.
Get baby powder, just bite it down. I just take a get fresh bath. You have to get the bathtub. You been baby powder your whole body down.
I used to put on my mattress, make my bed smell good. When you change the sheet, put some sprinkle some on the mattress, and put the sheet on top of there.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, sure did. But not no more. So she said cervical cancer now. And Justin been in business a long time for baby powder, girl. I mean, for a long time. And you just think now, all of a sudden now, after all these years, you know, and all these decades, and now it's a health problem.
They say they knew what they were doing when they put that stuff in there. They're like them perms and stuff. Cause half of the black hair curl products, the one that a lot of black people use, black people don't eat on them.
Yeah. Let's check the private prison now. Let's check it out.
Did you know the first ever private prison we built in America was only 40 years ago in 1984? Like, if I were to ask you right now, we're having a conversation at dinner, when do you think they built the first ever private prison in America? What would you say? You'd probably say 100 years ago, 80 years ago, only 40 years ago. It was in Texas. Do you know from that moment till today, here's stats for you, here we go, the imprisoned population increased from 1984 till today 194%, while the country's overall population has increased by only 36%. What?
That's a lot.
And you know why they done increase?
Why?
94 crime bill. The government incentivized the state that they can get that money. If they would give money, if they build more prisons and lock more people up.
Now you know they're gonna put the marijuana thing on the ballot for votes, so y'all at least go vote for that. If you don't vote for nothing else, go in there and vote for that. I'm definitely gonna go in there and vote for that. If I don't vote for nothing else.
In Texas.
Yeah, make sure you go vote. Take your ass and get off your ass and go vote for at least for that marijuana be legal shit.
And that'll be the only thing I'm gonna vote for.
Me too.
I'm being honest, that'll be the only thing I vote for.
Yeah.
Well, unless the mayor up for re-election in Austin, then I got to get him up out of there because he's stupid.
Now my dialogue told me the other day, just enlightened me. My dialogue just enlightened me the other day about the new rule for marijuana for people. They cannot now drug touch you now in Texas now for marijuana on jobs no more.
They can't. They've been had that.
I didn't know that, girl. I was shocked. I'm like, what you say? I didn't know that.
But they still do it. They still doing it.
Oh, they are.
In some places,
even though they ain't supposed to.
In some places, because I know that when my son first got that job he had to do a drug test because he was crying. He had to stop smoking for a couple of days. He was crying. They were killing him.
Yeah.
But my grandson got a job, and he ain't said nothing about no drug test. So maybe but he got a job at FedEx. So maybe the big companies and the little companies still doing what they want to do.
Well, FedEx ain't no little company. What you talking about?
But I'm saying he ain't my grandson working for FedEx in the warehouse, and he didn't say nothing about no drug test. But my son worked for a temp agency, and he was crying because he had to take a drug test.
Yeah, when she told me that girl, I'm like, what? I didn't know that. She said, yeah, that's one of the things. That's one of the laws that passed in September. She told me, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a good thing because that was stopping a lot of people from getting jobs. Now don't get me wrong, because I'm being honest. I like my medication, but to each his own. But it was stopping a whole lot of people from getting jobs just because they only smoke weed. I done had some good jobs, and I've been smoking since I was 12.
Yeah.
And I had some good jobs. I mean, I ain't bragging, but I don't work for the city. I don't work for the county. I don't work at prestigious golf clubs. And I ain't never stopped smoking.
Yeah. I never, when I worked for GE and all that, I never, in Samsung corporate office, I was smoking then too, because when I went in there, I was high, because I said the same way they see me on my interview, the same way they gonna see me when I hang on my interview.
Yeah. So I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking long enough to pass the drug test, get the job, and go right back to smoking.
Hey, big up, brother. I never did stop. I smoked the whole time, girl. Cause such a big O hollering at you.
Hey, big O. Hey, big O. What's up, big O? He done popped in.
Big O be everywhere. I like Big O. Big O be everywhere. Big O everybody boyfriend. I mean, everybody boyfriend. Most definitely. But yeah, so these private prisons, like I said, Texas got a lot of prisons. They building a lot of prisons in Texas. I guess they just know that everybody gonna be getting locked up. So I guess that's why they got locking everybody up in Texas, I guess, and building more prisons to get them occupied.
Well, a lot of them they got to shut down because they ain't worth a damn. They outdated.
They sure are. They be having floods and all that when they come up in there.
So that's part of the reason why they locking them up. And Texas building them so they can lock up all them people coming across that border.
Yeah, they're gonna be too many because Abby made sure that they ain't gonna be in Texas, girl. Let's check out what about Hollywood. A lot of people know what Hollywood really means. Let's check it out.
Wait, this can't be true,
symbols of the
right?
ancient Druidic religion, the ancient Druids, was the magic wand. Merlin the magician with his magic wand. Remember Mickey Mouse with his magic wand? Magic wands were always made out of the wood of a holly tree. It was made out of Hollywood. They're still doing their magic in Hollywood, and we don't even understand what the word means. Hollywood is the wood of a holly tree. Holly is important to the Celtic Druids at Christmas time. Hollywood. The magic of Hollywood. It's Druidic, Jewish, Masonic symbolism. And then you begin to understand why MGM, finally it begins to dawn on you, why MGM has the roaring lion. That's right, the roaring lion is the sun in the constellation that begins summer. Summer begins in Leo, the constellation of Leo, the lion of the tribe of Judah. The Lion King. He is king over the northern hemisphere and over the earth and over Europe. And the first day of summer, which is in the constellation of Leo, he's the Lion King. They still make movies about
it. That lines are strong. It's a strong guy, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. I learned about that when I went to the Black Agenda in 2019.
Yeah, I even learned that the Oscar, that Oscar that they be winning, that's the Oscar of a black man. That black man created that Oscar.
Yep, and they said a black man wrote The Lion King and didn't stole it from him.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep,
yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that about MGM. It was from discovered by a black person. I didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that. But
and two things for sure. We rule America and they know it, but they don't want us to know that we rule it because it was ours to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I understand why people be like the ones that's a Leo, like they feel like they run some shit. They don't run nothing.
That's why. Did you look at that video I sent you? Cause Dan Calloway tell it out, which I already knew that all the news outlets tell the same thing. Cause Meechie and Papa Duck both showed the same video. Meechie showed it about 3-4 years ago. Papa Duck showed it. So all the news stations saying the same thing. And guess where it's coming from? Dan Calloway did say the CIA.
The CIA.
Yep.
I'm gonna check that out.
And he tell in that thing he showed the news clip where that the man on the news saying in 2013 Obama signed the bill so they supposedly to stop the propaganda about America around the world. But in 2013 he signed that bill, and then I think it said, but it was all in the defense bill, in the Department of Defense bill, and they revamped it, and now they do it in America. And it was supposed to be to combat misinformation. And Trump was telling everybody that the news outlets was fake, and nobody wasn't listening to him.
Yeah.
Cause it all come, they sit down and decide what they gonna put out and what they ain't gonna put out. That's to play with the American people's mind. And that's the reason why a lot of people, I had just read an article before I saw that video, it said a lot of people, at least 47% of the American people don't watch mainstream media or they don't believe it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't believe in the mainstream media.
Mm-mm. Because they
They,
all tell the same lies.
yeah. I'll be watching you. Don't you watch it? You watch it, don't you, Pal? The mainstream
I,
media.
wa- I watch the local news.
Yeah, I watch both of them. I'll be checking out both of them.
I watch the local news because I know since I learned what the trick bag words was and that they all tell the same thing when I be like NBC, I might watch Dateline because they have a lot of. It don't be so much about what's going on with the government. It be personal stories. People done got robbed or killed and stuff like that. I watch Dateline.
Yeah,
But I watch the local news to find out what's going on. Because when I watch mainstream media, I can hear the lies. You can tell the shit they popping up for you to believe that they want you to believe. It don't make no sense. Once you learn what the trick bag words are,
yeah. Let's check out what Suge Knight said about my brother Tupac. Man.
Viral tweet on Twitter would break the internet as it just stated, "I've been quiet for too long. First month of 2024, I'll be announcing what's really going on with Tupac Shakur," as a rapper compared the truth behind his alleged passing to evidence of him being alive, as the results of comparing both of them is very interesting, as an interview from Suge Knight would make a convincing case towards Tupac still being here. Tupac was apparently doing fine in the hospital before his passing, where Suge Knight would state, "When I left that hospital, me and Pac were laughing and joking, so I don't see how someone can turn from doing well to doing bad."
I mean, when I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad.
So you seriously think that he might still be alive?
I'm gonna tell you this, Pac, you never know.
As one Suge Knight was done his interview with TMZ, he would want to further prove his theory about Tupac still being alive. He would have his manager release a never-before-seen interview from decades ago, where he would state the exact same thing, that Tupac was alive and that he was well.
So he was conscious on the way to the hospital?
He was conscious on the way to the hospital, he was conscious in the ambulance, he was conscious after they did the surgery.
What was the last thing that he said to you?
They love him.
As the very weird part was, after Suge Knight released the very old interview, he almost lost his life at a nightclub where a firearm was used in his direction 6 times. Suge Knight was hesitant to tell the police anything, but many believe that it was all connected to him talking to TMZ about Tupac being alive. Even in 2018, Suge Knight's own son would take it to Instagram, stating that Tupac was alive and living in Malaysia, as Suge Knight Jr. was posting several photos of Tupac being alive and making very bold claims, until a few hours went by where he would then post to his Instagram a text conversation where someone said, "You said too much, it's time for you to go." Suge Knight Jr. would then start panicking, posting several photos of Tupac alongside modern day celebrities such as 50 Cent and Beyonce, as it seemed as if someone was going after Suge Jr. for leaking all of this info. Even on the photo with Tupac and Beyonce, Suge Jr. captioned it, "He never left us, but they'll be after me soon." While some believe this was a publicity stunt for Suge Jr. to gain social clout, others believe that it was all factual, as if anyone were to know more about this case, it would be likely Suge Jr., considering his father was right there at the scene. Then in 2010, a rapper named Tretch was interviewed on the topic of Tupac before his show. Tretch and Tupac were very close friends back in the day, but here's where things get weird. After Tretch's interview, the cameraman forgot to stop recording, placing his camera onto the floor. In the footage, you can hear the interviewer asking Tretch about Tupac, to which Tretch responds, "Last time I saw him, he was in Cuba."
So if you ain't ready for it, get on the sidewalk.
One last question. Nobody knows. Y'all good? Yeah, we good. Thanks a lot, man. We good. Last time I saw him, he was in church.
Then after doing some investigative research, I was able to find a video from the year 2000, where on a news website showed a video of Tupac supposedly chilling in a parking lot in Cuba.
Look, zoom in. That's Pac, man. He was the outlaw. And Reg from Holla Back is trying to be friendly and get autographs. Holla Back exclusive, baby. Holla Back.
As when you connect all of the evidence to the new police reports of how
So, Do you think Tupac's still living? I mean, he missed his mother's funeral and not see his daughter, and you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, cause if you think about it, they never did show the funeral. They just had a memorial,
Yeah,
and that was odd for him to be such a big rapper and so popular at the time.
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I be a
Could he be unfaithful his death? I mean,
well, he sung about it in Machiavelli.
would you not think? I mean, would you think that he'll go through all that not even to see his mother?
As much money you had, how we know he didn't see her? He could have paid for her to come see him, cause and you got if you're an American and you go to Cuba looking for seeking asylum, they not gonna turn you over. So how we know she didn't go down there? Cause he had money.
Yeah, he had the money.
And she had control of it.
Yeah, she did. She did. But I don't know. I wonder. You know, could he really be still alive? You know, is he high like they say he did? He hiding and some people know that he's still living. You know, and can be still funding him money and stuff.
In my opinion, I don't think so much of him. He really just hiding per se. I think he getting out the way so a lot of this bullshit can come to light. Cause he know they was at him. He was too intelligent.
Yeah.
He was very intelligent, and one of them. I got a video saved on my phone in my playlist where he was talking about how come why rich people have to live in big houses and 6 or 7 bedrooms and ain't but 2 or 3 people in there with all the homeless people, and they didn't like that because he was speaking out against that.
Torres said the people that cremated him shut down their businesses after they cremated him.
And you never did see no funeral. You just saw the memorial.
But I so wonder. I wonder.
It's something to make you go,
That's in my mind a lot. That's in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? Is he still alive? And the ones that know he's really alive, could they be funding him money overseas? You know what I'm saying? Helping him. You know what I'm saying?
He making money off his music. He had music that wasn't even released. They been playing on Spotify and shit.
Oh yeah.
And that song that him and Keisha Cole, they put that together. That was his music that had never been released. That song that came out with him and Keisha Cole, they whatever they do did it and put that together.
How long ago did they make that? I wonder.
If I could think of the song, you know, because they were playing it on the radio. I can't think of the name of the song.
Really? But I didn't know that.
They digitally remixed that one or whatever, because that was one of his some of his music that had never been released. And he was very intelligent. I watched a video somebody did with him when he was 17 years old, and to hear him talk at the age of 17, you would have thought he was 37.
Dang.
He was very intelligent.
So what do you think about that Fulio stuff? Fulio. Like what his name is?
I don't know. I just happened to see one of them videos, and a lot of that stuff ain't making sense to me.
Yeah.
You go out to party for your birthday and you end up dead. Ain't that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Anyone end up alive, getting alive. Yeah, let's check this out. Hold on.
This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder. And they are shooting at Charles now And you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle. It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do. The investigation would later reveal that the 3 armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify 2 vehicles and link them back to the suspects. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
They all knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
Why be always be the one that you know?
Them ninjas in Jacksonville, Florida is off the hook.
They crazy down there. They ain't got nothing better to do down there besides harm each other, take each other's lives down there.
I don't know what they got going on down there, but I know when we went to Georgia to pick up my stepdaughter, and we went to Florida, and we stopped in Jacksonville, Florida to get gas. Right off the interstate to get gas. And them niggas was at the gas station arguing for some fighting there. Hurry up, let's get away from here. I mean, right out there in the parking lot like it wasn't nothing. And that's what I saw. I seen that with my own 2 eyes. We stopped at the gas station. We was in Jacksonville, Florida. And they was out there clowning in the gas station.
Isn't that something? And probably trying to have something petty probably on top of that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and it was females, it was men and women. It just wasn't men, and females was out there too. And my husband went there and used the bathroom and called son, we going down the road somewhere and find us some gas.
Yeah. I'll let you because you never know what might pop out. Drive on off, go somewhere else where you feel better secure at.
Yep.
So let's talk about Sean Grayson. His family members are real mad. Let's check this out. Hold on.
7 months on. How are you still employed by us?
I don't know.
Sean, do you understand what I am saying?
Yes, I do, sir.
And I've had this conversation with you before. If we can't trust what you say and what you see, we can't have you in our uniform. I'm calling you on your integrity. How does that make you feel?
I'm learning from it.
Are you angry with me for it?
No. I don't.
Do you understand it?
Yes. I don't get angry with this because, 1, I have no experience. Before I came here, I had no experience. 2, I wasn't allowed to do this right here. I was not allowed to review my videos.
This is termination. I'm getting goosebumps. This is extremely concerning. Everybody likes you. I got to be able to trust you. Was this a purposefully done lie?
No. I full-heartedly, I still believed I was on North Madison until you just pulled up Google Maps and showed me in the daytime.
This is going to get deeper because you're going to have a hard time answering some questions here real quick.
Okay.
Come on.
But this was 2 months before he even shot Tanya Massey.
And did you see the letter that the girlfriend grandma wrote?
No, what was it now? Tell us about it.
She wrote a letter to the editor of the paper, and she was mad because ain't nobody Ain't nobody she basically what she said, what about his family? And she trusts everything he said and he was a good guy. What about his family? What about her family? You took them kids' mama away. He took them kids' mama away from them.
Yeah, yeah. And but they complain about, but even the wife complain about what about his family. They complain about what about his family members is. I mean, like you said, what about her family? Yeah, she had kids, little kids.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, I can see why y'all jumping up and down because y'all acting like he acted. If y'all ain't didn't even say in the letter, she didn't even say I consent. I'm praying for the family. I send condolences to the family. She was talking crazy about the protesters. Told them they need to go home. They wasting sweat. And one no use to them out there. One no use to them out there protesting because Sean had people who loved him and all this kind of stuff. Okay, Sonya Master had people who loved her. She had kids.
Yeah. Tori said they called Jacksonville, Bang City down in Jacksonville. I ain't never heard that. Oh my goodness.
And I seen another video where they said I haven't seen another one that confirmed it. They said she did have. He said he had went to her house and talked to her the day before. So they knew that she had mental problems, and so he knew when he walked up on the porch. If you look at the video, good. They asked her was she having problems.
Yeah. But they say his wife worked at the mental illness hospital with the hospital. They her and Sonya had got into it.
That's what they said. They said that's part of the reason why that they had something to do with him going to her house the day before.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they were saying. They sure was. Let's check this out. Hold on.
I mean, I got so much proof that they unalived Sonya Massey on purpose. This is her 4-year-old cousin. The cops just unalived him, and I don't like it. Relax, I'm about to tell you what I think happened and tell you about her 4-year-old cousin, what he went through. Illinois State Police unalived 2 people, including a 4-year-old boy, while responding to a domestic violence call. June 7, 2024. And of course, the police have a great story of why they unalived this boy, but check this out. Now, word on the street is Grayson, the monster that did this to Sonya Massey, his girlfriend worked at the mental place where Sonya was at. And allegedly, his father-in-law is the chief of police. Now, I believe Grayson's girl got into it or somehow had a problem with Sonya, and Grayson plotted to come do this. If you remember my other video, I said he was the one in the backyard. So I'm gonna play out this evidence and play out the scenario. Now watch this. He's at the backyard banging because he wants her to call the police, or he wants her to come out there so he could unalive her or something. This was already planned out.
It sounds like somebody was banging on the side of my house. I don't know. Could y'all come and see? And somebody else on the house for me? It is 28.
Yeah, I believe some of that theory on it. I believe some of that what he say. Some of that makes pretty good sense to me.
And then was that the 4-year-old boy that they killed in front of his daddy?
I don't know. I ain't heard nothing about that.
I heard something about the 4-year-old little boy that they killed in front of his daddy. And I don't know the way he was talking, and then it said that the police was called out there for domestic violence and shot that little 4-year-old boy.
Oh wow!
In front of his daddy.
Dang. And Trump won't try to get him. Want to get don't do no reform, police reform, and know that we need it.
Joe Biden didn't either. Joe Biden said he was gonna do police. That was part of his campaign. Said he was gonna do the police reform, and he got up there and said he wasn't gonna do nothing. Give him more money and gave him more military equipment. No. Eat it, dude.
Tori said it's a logical theory.
Yeah, it really is. Cause you know them police, they slick. They real slick.
You know they slick. So I didn't know Sissy was not Whitney Houston's mother. I didn't know that.
She ain't. Who was her mama?
Another lady was. Let's check it out.
Now, allegedly, right? Sissy is actually Whitney's stepmom. Like on some real life Fence the movie type situation. Like the father of Whitney Houston actually had allegedly an affair, right? And the affair was allegedly with this singer actress named Teresa Graves. And allegedly, when the affair happened, Teresa got pregnant. And then when she gave birth to the baby, basically, he was like, yo, Sissy, we gonna take care of this child together. Do you see? And then I had seen an interview that Teresa Graves did back in the day, and she sounds just like Whitney.
There's a big wedding scene. It's really pretty. And Gene Kelly is the minister, and it shows all couples getting married. And we have a big dance section, and we do the waltz, and we do the polka. My mom took me to the studio, and I've been working professionally since I was 12 years old. You know, and I said, I want to be a singer. You know, she said, you want to be a singer? You really did?
Teresa Graves.
This shit. Y'all.
I looked it up. She got pregnant with Whitney Houston when she was 15. And she gave her for adoption. I looked it up. Sure did. I looked it up. I had to make sure that I was giving correct information, make sure I looked it up and make sure it was right. That was her mother. Sure did. I looked it up. Peplum fell down. But sure, yeah. Before I had played, no, made sure I showed it. I looked it up to make sure that was right. And when I looked it up, she was Whitney Houston's real mother. So I didn't know that Sissy had adopted her when she was young. So that was new to me. I didn't know that at all. That was a real new thing to me. Yeah, Pap, you're on mute.
Excuse me for the interruption. I be telling them I'm on live and they just do not listen. And I got the phone on Do Not Disturb, so it look like I'm gonna have to go get me another phone because it ain't working.
So what you think about that?
She do look like her.
Uh-huh. And I looked it up to make sure it was right. And that was her mother. Yeah, they adopted her.
You know, back in the day, they used to do a lot of that.
Well, adopt kids, take kids in, adopt kids.
Yep. Getting their husband go out and make the babies and they bring them home and they wife raise them.
Yeah. They did that. They sure
Tina
did.
Turner raised Ike Turner 2 sons.
Yeah.
And then when it was all said and done, they turned on him and went with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look who raised him. They know who raised them. So do you think Clyde David acting crazy like he don't know nothing, that he don't know what's going on?
He gonna keep on acting like that.
Let's check this out. Hold on.
A lot of people are curious about the status of P. Diddy.
Status of what?
P. Diddy. Diddy.
Like puppy. The status of puppy.
What do you make of that situation?
See what I'm talking about?
He wasn't finna answer that question because too many people done put him in the midst of shit.
Yeah, he know his name is out there ringing. He know that. He out here say his name is ringing. His name on top on the name #1 watch list.
But you don't care. He got that money. Money talking bullshit walk.
But Jay-Z is being mighty quiet. I
Yeah,
ain't
he
heard
been
nothing.
shot.
I ain't heard nothing from him or Mary J. Blige. They so quiet. You can hear a pin drop.
Yep. And Jaguar Wright, drug Mary J.
They talked about how Mary J. Blige was also helping Diddy get the girls in
Yep.
For him, and she liked the girls too. She was
Yep.
just like the girls. She sure did. But they said when Kim Kardashian was telling it, nobody really paid her attention when she was telling about it being at P Diddy house, how people be butt naked and stuff. They just let that slide. They didn't pay attention at all.
No, cause she look what she did. She okay, she got Ray J to make that tape, her and her mama, and then tried to put it out to make it the turn the people on him. So who
They
gonna
said
believe
they
you
said
and
they
you
said
basically a hoe?
they said Chris Jenner one made the video tape with Ray J and Kim. She one made that videotape. She was the one recording it. She was the recorder.
Yeah. And Ray J told that. And then so why would you think people believe what you say when you basically a hoe? You might have been enjoying the parties.
But she was right there along with it. Check it out. Hold on.
On a plane at 5:30 a.m. for this party. I think half the people there were butt naked.
It's been revealed that Diddy might have been involved in some shady business, like an Epstein-type blackmail operation. Instead of focusing solely on the celebrities involved, we need to look at the bigger picture. There's talk that Diddy had hidden cameras all over his place, recording celebrities in compromising situations, and using it to blackmail them. And guess what? Some say the higher-ups are behind the recent raid on Diddy's place, trying to remove any evidence of their involvement. This whole thing is wild, and it's got people questioning everything. But perhaps the most recent revelations have sparked a flurry of speculation and intrigue surrounding the whereabouts and alleged involvement of Jenner in the unfolding saga following a federal search of Diddy's residence. In a TikTok video shared by user at It's the Shark, viewers were presented with a narrative that suggests Jenner might be on the run in light of supposed evidence discovered during the raid. According to the video, this so-called incriminating evidence has prompted federal authorities to express interest in questioning Jenner, leading to her reported disappearance from public view.
Yeah, so when they raided Diddy's house, they're saying that they found incriminating evidence on Kris Jenner and they looking to talk to her, but Kris Jenner pulled the Houdini and disappeared. But yeah, Kris Jenner has a lot of explaining to do, if they could find her.
The TikTok video further delves into the nature.
Yeah, she been running for a while. Ever since Puff Daddy got busted, she been running for a while.
Yep. And
She been
this
on
the
the run.
question.
Maybe
This the
she
question.
ain't trying to get caught. She ain't trying to get caught, baby. She hiding, baby.
This the question. Ain't
What's the
nobody
question?
asking. Okay. I ain't everybody know I was not surprised when they said he was doing that. I wasn't
How you
surprised.
doing?
I wasn't surprised. But
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, might have been last week, but I know I think it was 2 weeks ago. They released them Epstein files, but ain't nobody talking about it. Everybody talking about Diddy.
Oh, they did.
Yep.
Oh, I ain't heard about that. Hold on. Say
My
what?
point exactly. My point exactly. I seen the video and I seen a news clip about it, and ain't nobody talking about that. What's in them Epstein files? Everybody talking about Diddy.
I ain't heard nothing about that. What you say?
And that's exactly what the video is talking about. Ain't nobody talking about them Epstein files that was released. They released them.
Yeah.
Everybody got
Yeah.
their attention on Diddy. And if you ask me, one ain't no different than the other one.
Yeah, they quiet about that because I ain't heard not one word, nothing on that at all. At all. It's been quiet about the Epstein. They ain't said nothing about that man.
Nothing at all.
I wonder, but they might not. They probably already know they better not say too much on him. No way. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because too many. They already know. Too many people in power was at that island. Prince Andrew, Obama, Bill Clinton, all them people were there. P. Diddy, he had been there, all of them.
Yeah. Well, I just know that old Harris got a fight on her hand. Cause I'm telling you, people they coming out. They coming out even though Trump ain't even president just yet.
And she ain't really got the nomination. The delegates got to nominate her. Joe Biden can't give her his delegate. They got to delegate her. She just a nominee.
But who gonna do that then?
When they have the convention in August.
They said they got 98 days left for that.
No.
No. Not for the election, I think.
For the election. But somebody got to be delegated. And the news cycle ain't telling that. I done heard only a few black people talking about it. Maybe one or two news things. She got to be delegated. She ain't been delegated. They delegated Joe Biden because he sent the memo out and told nobody don't run against him. He was going to be the one running. So they gave all the delegates to Joe Biden. But
okay,
that means they had delegated him. They ain't delegated Kamala Harris. Joe Biden just endorsed her to get the other Democrats on board to endorse her. She still got to get the votes from the delegate, and that can't take place until they had a Democratic convention next month in August.
Okay, so they got 98 days for the election. Okay.
Yeah. So she might not even get the delegation.
Well, she don't get the delegation. Then what?
They're gonna have to come up with somebody else, whoever they decide to get their delegates to. See, that's what go back to what we was talking about a while ago. How the news cycles put out the same thing. That's how they up there in them high places putting shit out in the news for you to believe what they want to believe, and knowing that the average person don't know that she actually got to be delegated, and she ain't been delegated.
I didn't know that. So I wonder had she made up who her running mate gonna be. I can't wait to see who the person is. I mean, I don't see nobody she's been talking to. I don't see nobody saying that they're gonna run with her. Or even I ain't seen nobody suggesting that they want to run with her. You know, I ain't seen none of that.
It's the news cycles going around putting out who they think that she ought to pick, putting it in people's minds, priming them to get ready for whoever she may pick if she get delegated. That's the problem. That's the question. And in the whole interview, Judge Joe Brown explained that, because I watched it, that she ain't really been delegated yet.
And don't you know? I always heard this, but I didn't believe it. But when I seen this now, I said, now this is true. But I just didn't believe it. But I've always heard it, but I never did believe it. But they said how they get the black churches, the preachers start trying to put in people's brain who to vote for and stuff. And I seen this, and I'm like, they really do that. They try to program people's minds in the churches who to go vote for. Did you know that, pal?
Yeah, they've been doing it. When they start giving them 501c3 status non-profit, they have to go along with the government say. And Bill Clinton, when they called him out on the 94 crime bill, because he signed it, Joe Biden wrote most of it, and he signed it. He went to blaming the black preachers. It was the black preachers. It was the black preachers. That's why every 4 years they run into the black churches, and they realizing that the black churches ain't holding no weight no more.
Yeah. Well, honey, they trying to get the black preachers trying to tell people who to vote for, not tell people who to vote for, because trying to start programming their mind. Who start going to vote for and stuff. Like, ain't this something? I'm like, I didn't believe it at first, but they really do that.
Yeah, when they gave the church, see, and that's what I question in church and state, because you're supposed to keep church and state apart. And then if you telling the preachers what to say in so many words, the who to pump up, what candidate to pump up, you mixing church and state. And when they gave them churches non-profit status, they had to dance by their music, and that's when they really started beating the drum and started running to the black churches and everything. And them black folks at them churches showing them, getting up, showing them their ass, turning their back to them.
I really didn't believe that till I started hearing. I'm like, damn, they really do that.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
do it.
believe it at first. I'm like, damn. And you know,
That's
I'm
part.
like, they do that.
That's part. And then they pay attention. Now you know good and well, ain't nowhere in hell when we were young we could have went up in the church and if somebody gay up in there directing the choir. They wasn't having it. Now every musician and every choir director is gay.
Well, they are. They are. I ain't got nothing against it, but they really are.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what if they do is their business. My whole thing was that I don't have nothing against those gay people. That's their business, but it shouldn't be everybody's business what you do in your bedroom. It shouldn't be a political talking point about what you're doing in your bedroom. Just like abortion shouldn't be a political talking point about what I do with my body because this is my body.
Right.
Because what you do in your bedroom, that's your business. I don't care what you do in there. Don't bring it out here for me to see it.
Right. That's your business. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to always be. You know, that's your business. What you do in your bedroom. It's they go for anybody. You know, a straight person, a gay person, they go for anybody. What you do in your bedroom,
Yeah.
your business. You know, it ain't right for nobody to try to tell you what you do in your bedroom. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? But what you do on the outside, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to try to keep it. Back in the day, they used to stay in the closet.
The straight, y'all know me. I'm gonna keep it real. I want to hit. I'm hitting my wife from behind. She like it better like that, so you need to make that a law. You don't hear no straight people saying that.
No.
And that's done in the bedroom.
And then what get me? Some churches don't want them in their churches. That's why they got their own church. They made their own church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I feel like if you're gonna be against them come to your church, they got to them to defend themselves and have what they want to have to make them comfortable in. Because you want to make them uncomfortable, you try to bar them comfort from your church, you know, and try to tell them how they want to dress, but they can come, but they can't dress a certain kind of way when they come into their church. You see what I'm saying? But so you know they got their own churches. They built their own churches, I believe. I thought I heard that a long time ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, don't the Bible say, "Come as you are"?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bible, yet they force upon us. It say, "Come as you are."
That's
So what
what it
difference
say
does it
now.
make how I dress?
That's right. That's the same thing I say. I say the
And
same thing.
I may being a member of your church.
Say that again. You broke up. Say it again.
Was asking people for their tax returns to be a member of the church.
Uh-huh.
Now, how much money I made? What they got to do with me being a member of your church?
Right. And that's what they doing now. They say they doing that now, pal.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why don't nobody go to church no more. That's the very reason why them churches ain't packed like they used to be back in the day.
Yeah. That's why the congregations they don't have many people in the churches no more because they call it money hungry. How you gonna try to tell me what I need to spend my money on? You know, won't know what my tax is looking like. You know, when I'm supposed to spend out of my money, try to contradict what I should spend out of my money. You know, you don't know what my bills like in my house and what I got to pay for my rent and care and all and things I like to take care of, extra activity things I need to take care of. Ain't your
If I'm
business.
going to church, that ain't none of your business. You should. Your business is I show up on Sunday.
No.
I show up on Wednesdays at prayer meeting.
But they
That's the
sure
only
got
thing you need to be worried about if you ask me.
they got but they sure got churches like that though. I couldn't believe it, girl. I was shocked.
I'm gonna tell you, this just me in my opinion. I'm gonna tell you why I stopped going. I got tired of looking at all the hypocrites sitting up in there. I got
Yeah,
tired of looking at the hypocrites. You sitting
they
around
so
pointing at me, talking about me, cause I done been to I was at the club Saturday. You was in there too. How would you know I wasn't in there? I was in there if you wasn't in there. I'm over here hanging out on the block, and you sitting up pointing the finger, whispering about me, cause I'm hanging out on the block. How you know I'm hanging?
I used to go to church when I left the club too. I went to church. Shit, sure did. I woke up another time to go to church. My grandma used to say, "You can go to church. You can go to the club. You can wake your butt on Sunday morning, take your butt to church." And so I went to church on Sunday morning. I sure did.
That's
Sleeping,
right.
drunk, and all.
And then on top of that, I'm supposed to be in church trying to get some salvation, and you got the preacher and the deacon trading wives. You got the choir members fighting the preacher wife over her husband. If I want to see all this, I can go to the club or on the street. I didn't come to church to watch this. That's why I stopped going, because I got tired of looking at all that. You standing up in the church telling me, you standing up in the pulpit telling me I supposed to honor my husband and husband honor your wife, and you ain't doing it.
And he's sleeping with everybody in the church house, and everybody quiet about it. But they know about each other though. You hear me? But everybody quiet.
Yeah, I'm telling you, cause at Sunset Baptist Church in Texarkana, the preacher and the deacon traded.
Yo, you broke up at the good part. You broke up at the good part.
Can you hear me now?
You broke up. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
The deacon divorced his wife and the preacher married her. The preacher divorced his wife and the married her. Then you got the choir members fighting the preacher wife over the preacher. This happened at Sunset Baptist Church at the Cali. I said, and then y'all talk about me not going to church. If I want to see that, I stay on the street see that.
They had all that going on and
They had it
TK
going
girl.
on. They had it going on. You don't hear me. They had it going on.
I didn't know that. I ain't heard about that. You the first person I heard the same thing about that.
How I know? My mom and them go to the church.
Oh no, good. Now mama had to see a girl too.
Yeah. When we first went there, the deacon and the preacher had already traded wives when mom and them basically started
Wait a
going.
minute,
And they was going.
wait. You said traded wives.
Yeah. The deacon divorced his wife and the preacher married her. And the preacher divorced his wife and the deacon married her.
What
And
kind of
then
TK
you had the
got going on in that mother school?
wait a minute. Then you had the choir members fighting the preacher's wife because she fucking the preacher. What the fuck? I mean, in the church fighting, not outdoors in the street, in the church. You gonna go fight this man's wife in the church, the preacher's wife, in the church.
Oh Lord have mercy. No.
See, I didn't grow up in no church like that, so I don't need to be going to no church like that.
I don't know nothing about all that right there. Cause when I
I'm
church I
telling
was
you the
going to,
truth.
you gotta have your skirt below your knee.
I'm telling you, I'm not telling you. Yeah, somebody told me about it. My mom and them told me about it, but they go. My mama was one. Even though she had a stroke, she's still on the usher board, and for about 5 or 10 years, she was the head usher.
Yeah.
So I know that my mama ain't telling me no lies. She come and telling me.
Yeah. She can tell you that, like she tell you the truth. Yeah. Dang. Ain't that something?
I'm telling you, they were doing it. They shows up in there doing it.
And that's
And that's
why a
why
lot
they
of
can't keep.
people won't go to no churches no more. A lot of people just like to go online, or just study their Bible at home, or however they worship their God. You know, what I'm talking about how they do it. You know, they worship their own God.
And right now they can't keep no preacher.
You see
Right to
that?
this day.
and that's why you can't get no preachers out in the community to go to people's houses no more. They too busy trying to get their love life together.
Mm-hmm.
All that cheating and carrying on with the congregation and stuff, women in the congregation and shit like that right there.
Yep, exactly what they doing.
So when Tory Lane, well, we'll talk about this first. I'll show this first, and then we'll talk about it. Hold on.
On Kamala becoming the presidential nominee.
He made $1 million in one day on Instagram, and he
NFT.
bragged about it, about his NFT offering, and he bragged about how he wasn't going to have to sign the fucked up contract, and he told his entire generation that he was going to teach them how to do it so they didn't have to do it either.
$1 for the NFTs, right? I sold these shits to my fans for $1. People came, some people bought 20, some people bought 5, some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spent $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand. One of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000. 60,000, yo, and these are sold. Y'all don't understand what the f is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the f***ing industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, the label, the that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this, that. It's over. Y'all gonna get paid, and your fans gonna get paid, and they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together. This the digital.
And the next thing you know, this big bitch talking about somebody shot her with no GSR on his hands.
Let's talk about it.
Could you believe that's part of my reason why they locked him up too? Had him locked up because of that too, you think?
Of course. And what?
Too much.
Of course, I told you. Me and my grandson talk about. I don't know if I told you not. The real reason why R. Kelly locked up, cause he wouldn't let loose his masters.
Yeah, I mean I know that much. And he said that on that when with that Megan, when him and Megan Stallion got into it, whatever. They said that he wasn't even really one that either that made the gun go off.
And like Jaguar Wright said, his daddy was up. I heard that video where his daddy was up in court talking about wasn't no gun smoke residue or wasn't no on his hands and on his clothes or nowhere. And if you shot a gun, it should have been on your hands.
That's
and they
right.
said wasn't none nowhere.
And then he did that right there too, and run his mouth. They were tired of him.
Nah, that ain't what the mouth don't really have a lot to do with it. If you just really look at it, if you a black person making money and they ain't controlling the fact that you making money or how you made that money, you got to go. You got to go because money is power. That's why they keep the black community on the bottom of the totem pole. They don't want to give us no money. They scared. They scared that if we actually get them reparations, we gonna come together and we ain't gonna need them no more. And we ain't gonna need them no more. We don't need them now.
Yeah.
And that's why they got rid of him. Because he made that money without, and then none of them had their hand in it. And he did it the smart way. Of course, everybody gonna spend $1. You got $1. If you got $1, you gonna spend $1. And if I can get 1 million people to spend $1, I got $1 million.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had nothing to do with that. And on top of that, they didn't have their hand in there nowhere. That whole million was his. They couldn't touch it. And on top of that, it was black people that bought it that made him a millionaire. So they hiding it. They know we got the spending power. We just don't know we got the spending power.
Yeah. I'm glad we learned that we got it, and we need to start using our spending power. You know what I'm talking about? We need to start using our spending power. Cause we ain't
That
using our spending power at all.
that I like one of my customers. She a young black chick. She about I say maybe mid 30s, maybe mid 30s, early 40s. She young,
Yeah.
and she said I try to help black businesses. So when she told me that, I'm what anytime she want me to come over there and cut that yard, I'm going. Cause
Uh-huh.
she a black woman, and she said I support black businesses as much as I can. Okay, I thank you very much for supporting me and my black business, and I'll be here every chance I get.
Yeah. But sometimes now you got the now you got to agree. You got to agree, Pap. Now you know I ain't lying when I feel say what I'm finna say. Some black business that you do support, they're higher than the regular porcelain people stores. And I wonder why is that?
Because they trying to make it too. They trying to make it too. That's
No,
like
no,
I
no,
said.
no. I mean,
I don't, I don't,
but
I
you
don't
supposed to be,
disagree with you.
hold on, but you supposed to be a black owned though. You supposed to be a black owned. So why would you be a black owned seeing you selling our products black owned, but you want our business, but you still making our prices much higher than what they would do? I mean, what's this thing, man? That made no sense. Even shop with you. I might have gone to the
Let
white
me
man store and
explain
shop with
to you.
him.
Do you think that he gonna lower his prices for the white folks? If he lower his prices for the white folks, then you got a problem. If he's selling the same thing he's selling to you to the white folks for the same price, he just trying. He in business. That's all that is. That's all that is. Cause you
I
ain't
just
gonna
feel
go
like
in there.
if I
You
was
ain't gonna
if I
go
was
in that store. Ain't no. You ain't gonna go in that store and tell that white man to give you a discount. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that.
No, you ain't. But you say but you want us to support but you want to be by you being black and by us being black, you want to support your
So,
business now. But you
so
hide in the white man. But why not support the white man? Not support
the price
black
shouldn't
business
matter if
though.
you supporting the black business. My price shouldn't matter. If you gonna support me, you gonna pay what I ask for anyway, cause you supporting me. My price shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't matter, cause I'm in business. And if you gonna support me, you gonna pay my prices. The white man ain't giving a damn, and the black people need to start looking at that too, cause he want money is green. It ain't black or white, and he
I
don't give a
understand,
damn who he getting it from.
that. So shit, I'm not gonna pay my money with the white man then. So that's how I be feeling. Why pay
That's
my money with the black
that's why
man?
I'm trying to get you to understand. That's where it come in. The white man ice is colder. If you gonna support the black business, it shouldn't matter how much his price is. If you gonna support him, you gonna pay his price.
I understand it. I understand. I
If
got
you
you. I
go to the
understand.
white man because he's cheaper, that means you don't want to support the black man. You want to support the white man because he's cheaper. And the white man money ain't gonna come back in your community. The black man money gonna come back in your community. He gonna take your money and go home just like them chain and go over there and spend it with all his rich white friends. The black man gonna spend his money right there where he at, cause that's where he making money at.
Yeah. Because
You got
that's how I used to feel for real. That's how I used to feel.
no, but see, you can't look at it like that because that's the reason why we don't get supported. Cause everybody's so used to going to the white people and getting them their money. So when the black business guy, oh, you too high, why I can't get no discount? The white man stuff ain't over there. And when you walk out that white man stuff, you all kind of nasty niggas, and I got your money.
But I bet I'm not the only one feel like that though. I know I'm not.
It's a lot. That's the reason why we can't come together, cause they done brainwashed us.
You cut out. You cut out, pal.
Wait a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Why am I keep cutting out?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that's what I was saying. They got us brainwashed to be a part like that, to think everything they got is better because it might be cheaper. No, and I'm gonna be I give everybody the same service when I go to their house. But when I go to the black people, they get a little bit better service because they black and they doing business with me. and I'm black.
Yeah, but I know I ain't the only one feel like that though. I know it's more than just me feel like that, but you know, I know I shouldn't feel like that, you know. I should sit the way you just said it, you know, and it do make sense, but the way I was feeling today, I bet I wasn't the only one feel like that.
No, you probably ain't the only one feel
And
like. I done heard a lot of people say that.
that's
I done
probably why a
had
lot of
black
people
people walk
believe.
up to me. I done had black people walk up to me, ask me how much I charge them to cut their yard. And my
Yeah,
prices, I try to stay in with everybody else, but mine a little cheaper. I start out with $50. Yeah, and I
yeah.
might not even done looked at the yard. But especially if you black, that's gonna be your price to start out with. And I tell them $50, they go the other way and they go pay that Mexican to half ass cut their yard, ain't weed eat it, ain't did none of that, and they'll give him $65, $70.
Ooh, that's a lot of money cut a yard. Ooh, Lord.
And I done seen it done. I done seen it done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it done, cutting your yard, and I'm gonna give you a little bit extra. I'm gonna give you a little bit extra just cause you black and you let me cut your yard. I'm gonna give you a little bit extra. I might even
Yeah,
clean out your flower bed,
yeah,
little stuff like that. I'm gonna give you a little bit extra.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they'll go pay them, and I just sit back and I watch them miss and cut. They don't nip I cut like I cut. They don't nip I edge like I edge. They make it look like they so professional. No, they don't. I done had to, on the app, I done had to go behind some of them. It's called a one-time fix for cutting the yard. They be done cut the yard and half-ass cut the yard. Then they come up to me, do I want to go do that one-time fix? And a lot of the one-time fixes, I jump on. Because a lot of it don't be what they
So
just
one,
didn't weed eat.
so one time fix where you go back and do what they didn't do right.
Yep. And I
So
get a lot
they
of
be
them
paying
coming.
they be paying so they paying money two times to you and
Yep.
then once before.
Yep.
Listen.
So I jump on it. When them one time fixes come down through there, if it ain't too, cause they usually tell you what it is, and I go through there and look at the details, and I jump on there. Cause I'm just going over there and fix what somebody else didn't do,
So
and I'm getting paid full price.
that's an easy go. So that's an easy go, huh? A good
Yep.
easy pay. So how much y'all be
Yep.
paying? How much does easy fix be paying?
They pay the full price as cutting the yard.
What you say? What?
Yep.
You don't get no discount?
What it
Well,
is,
I guess not because it ain't
I
the
don't.
same company. It ain't the same company, huh?
It's the same company. It's different people cutting. But I'm thinking I was wrong about them paying twice. I'm thinking what it is. The people that cut it first don't get paid to do it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Cause if the
wow.
customer complain and they need somebody to come back out there, they don't have to pay for them. They pay for somebody coming back and doing it. Or either the lawn starter. What I'm figuring is they pay the person that cut it. You know, the customer pay for it, but if they got to get a one time fix because the people didn't fix it, the person that cut it at first don't get paid. The person that fix it get paid. Cause it be too many of them
Oh,
coming down for me to I can get the jobs I want.
so you see quite a bit of those like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But they said the Hispanic people they work fast and stuff, but they don't be I've I have heard that they don't do no good job. They like they clean and stuff. They said they clean. They quick on cleaning. They spontaneous on it. But they say and sometimes they don't be clean behind. They don't really do no good job behind it. They just
Well,
go there just real quick, but just go and do it quick.
go in a restaurant where ain't nothing in there but Mexicans and tell me what it look like. And they don't own it. If they own it, it's a different
Oh,
story.
I know
If
they work fast. Oh, they work real fast. Oh, they work fast.
they work fast and it's half as clean and it's stinking now.
Yeah, Sarah, so her dad do his own one. I know that's right.
A lot, that's
And
I don't knock nobody. I cut my own. Why not cut my own? I cut everybody else's. But I'll tell cut my own. Even when we rent a house, I cut my own yard. Me and my husband fight over it. Test
Yeah,
house, come on.
yeah. Well, I mean, you out there like you cut enough grass already. You got your own business already. So if I come home and then cut your own grass, he said he can do it himself. You know what I'm saying? And so that and plus that's a part. That's part of being a man. That's part of being a man's job is cut some grass at the house. You know what I'm saying? Besides, not only just checking the car, the oil and the transmission fluid and the water and the fluids on the car. That's part of his job of being a man is cutting the grass. You know what I'm saying? So don't take that from him. Let him go out there cut that grass, girl. Shoot.
What did you talk about? He don't cut it good enough for me. He's certain way. And when I start cutting, I'm telling you, when I worked at the park, we had a certain way to do it, and it's in me, and that's the way I do it because the parks had to look a certain way, and that's the way I cut people's yards. That's how I get a lot of my customers because my yard is my advertisement.
Okay. I feel
I
you on
use
that. I understand.
now it need cutting right now. I ain't gonna lie, it need cutting right now, but I'm trying to let it grow a little bit because I know it's gonna get hot. But my yard is my advertisement because I use my home address as my business address. So if they want to ride by and see, they're gonna ride by and look at my yard. And my yard is my advertisement.
Yeah, you right. Yeah. You right on
But
that.
when I cut so much grass when I worked at the park to the way we cut at the park is just in me, and that's the way I cut. Like a lot of people don't trim around the trees and stuff, and they don't get close enough to the flower beds or the little borders they got, and you get right there by there when you go around the trees and the bushes and the stop signs and all that. That makes the landscape stand out. It just
Yeah.
don't make the trees and stuff blend in with the yard. It makes the
You broke down. You broke up or whatever.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can hear you now.
It like I said, when you do weed eat around the trees and the flower bed, it make the landscape stand out. It don't make everything just blend in. When you go around them trees, it make the trees stand out in the yard or
Yeah.
whatever little decoration they got in the yard. It make that stand out. You just don't ride by. Oh, they got and everything blended together because all the grass you weed eat around all that. You trim around all that and you make it stand out and make people go to your flower bed and look how your flower bed look.
Yeah. You said your yard represents your business. You know what I'm saying? So you right on
Yeah.
that. And I love to see a yard that's real pretty. They had a pretty flowers out when the summertime and spring coming. When the spring hit and all the flowers just started blooming, and all the pretty colors of the orange and the red and the purples come out and the yellows come out. They be so pretty, you know.
Every
And,
spring.
and when you see a yard like they be like, damn, that yard pretty. Sometimes you go through the whole neighborhood yards be just as pretty as that one yard be. And they
Every
represent
spring,
your neighborhood.
every spring I plant new colorful flowers.
Yeah.
Right along my walkway, I made a flower bed right along my walkway. And just 2 weeks ago, I widened it out and went bought me some more flowers and put down there.
Yeah.
Cause it, like you say, this is my advertisement. And my neighbors done came and told me this yard look way better than it did before we moved here.
Okay.
Cause I pulled up the hedge bushes. I got a bay window in the kitchen, and it was hedge bushes all the way around it. And I pulled all them hedge bushes up and planted rose bushes.
Okay. You working over
Yeah,
there?
I redid the whole yard. I done had my neighbors literally come and tell me my yard look good and it looked way better than it did before we moved here.
So you just basically reconstructing your whole yard.
Yep. It's part of the
Okay.
reason why we bought the house, cause when we was over here looking at the house, I told my husband, I said, I already see what I want to do to the yard.
Yeah.
And
Well,
when
ain't
we
no wrong with
moved,
that. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So you might have somebody might want to reconstruct their whole front yard. You just never know.
Yeah, and like my neighbor, my neighbor down the road, they had a tree in the backyard they wanted cut, and it had been cut, looked like it had been cut by maybe 2 years before because there was some big logs back there, but they needed to cut again because it was hanging over the shed. And she came down here and got me in and asked me, will we cut that tree and haul off that other stuff? And we went down there and did it. Just by her seeing me out here working in my yard. And she knew, and I told her what I was going to do, what I was starting my business.
Yeah. Like you said, advertising. That's your advertising in your front yard right there. Like you said, your neighbors was in your front yard. You know what I'm talking about? Like you said, that's your money right there, baby. That's your
And then
money.
where my house sitting at, it's a street, like my street, the street I live on. Then it's a street you can come up, and at the stop sign, it's directly in front of my house. So when people come to that stop sign, they looking right directly at my house.
Oh, do you got signs out in front of your yard?
I didn't have none at first, but my granddaughter made me some, and I ordered me one, so I'm waiting on it.
Okay, represent your business. Yeah, okay. So I see you on TikTok, girl. So look at Pap on TikTok. Represent a little bit on TikTok. I see you, girl.
Yeah, I'm doing my little thing.
It ain't nothing like you see a black woman out there. A black woman got her own business, doing her own thing. You see what I'm saying? Well, she can't be broke now. Something that nobody can't come and take from her. Nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about? Put her out of business. That's hers. You know what I'm saying? She put her own self out of business. That's a good thing. You know what I'm talking about? Because we need more black women, you know, to get their own business started. You know, even though it may be a home business or a mom and pop business, but get your own business. You might have 1 or 2 people working there, but in your business for you, even if it's a building a business in your garage. Start out in your garage with a business. A lot of people start out with a small business in their garage.
You got to look within yourself and find what your talents are, and figure out what your talents are, and decide whether or not you can make money off your talents. And you put your own price on it. You ain't got to worry about nobody telling you how much they gonna pay you an hour when you done put your price on your talent.
Yeah, and you know when you being grow, when you're able to hire just like 1 person or 2 people, you know right then how your business being grew because you able to have money to at least hire a couple of people to come in there and help you with your dream. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm
And then
glad.
that's a part of my thing too. I want to grow mine where I can help more people because it's hard to get to black people to come and cut grass, but they don't realize that's a $1 billion industry.
Yeah,
Cause you ain't gotta just do yours. You can do commercial properties like me. I know how to do baseball fields. That's what I want to do. Find me a baseball field. I'm training my grandson to cut the yard, and I'm training him on the baseball field if I can find one. If I can't find that, I'm get my money together and buy me 6 acres because it takes 5.5 to build a ball field and build my own.
yeah, yeah,
And then on top of that, you never know who watching you. Cause like I got
yeah.
one
Amen.
customer.
Amen.
I got one customer in Fort Worth, and the black dude pulled up at the house next door cutting their yard, and he called me over there, and he want to do business with me just cause he saw me out there cutting their grass.
Hmm.
He said
You mean
his
he
wife.
want to work with you? Or he want to work with you, or he want you work do his joy for him?
Well, the way he want to kind of sort of both of them, kind
Okay,
of sort
okay.
of both of them. He kind of want me to kind of sort of take over some of his yards,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
cause
All right. Yeah.
he want to get heavy into the real estate and the property management, and
Yeah.
he needs
Yeah.
somebody to take over. He said, it ain't like I'm gonna be your boss. If I get the property, we're gonna talk about how much it is, and I'm gonna pay you to do the work. Okay, I ain't got no problem with that, as long as the price is right.
Yeah.
And it was a black man too, and
Right. Right. Right.
I was talking to his wife. She said his wife was she said her husband, he was just jumping up and down because it was a black woman out there cutting that grass, and I was cutting that grass.
Yeah. You just never, like you said, you just never know who watching. You see them talking about who peeping out the windows,
hmm
and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. That's a good
And he
thing.
told me, he said, I noticed that it was somebody, because he was cutting the yard next door to the one I was doing. He said, I noticed it was somebody different cutting that yard, and because the yard looked different. And I just wanted to know who it was, and it's you. I said, yep, it's me. Because I be going on that Rambo. That's
Ain't
my
that
four
something?
wheeler. That Rambo, my four wheeler.
Yeah,
That's my
I like to see black women come up.
and that's my slogan.
Like,
My slogan is Winter's in landscaping with a woman's touch.
hey Rose. Yeah. And like I said, I be seeing them little black young girls on Instagram and TikTok doing their own little thing, and I like that. But the only thing I don't like about them when they be doing all this extra cleaning these chickens with lemons and lime and baking soda, and I'm like, girl, you could get that damn chicken a whole bath.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't like, but I like to see my black sister out there trying to make it, make them some kind of money besides, being hoes or wait for a man to put money in their pocket for them to get them money. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. Using their kids' money to fund them for what they need. So I like to see women out there trying to get their own stuff because it's hard for us, as parents, and then you got kids. Sometimes it's best to be able to produce your own. Like I said, if you got a garage, you can start out the garage. You can start with yourself. As you start yourself, you can you be able to hire you one person, and you be able to hire you another person, and you be hire you enough you got your whole crew of 5 or 10 people. That's all you need right there. You good to go.
And it's all kinds of stuff. I saw a video, and man, he telling it was I think a Hispanic man. He telling people how to make money. He said get wait a minute, I'm talking. He said get a 2x4, well a 6x4, cut it up into 20 little pieces an inch thick, sand it down, put some stain it if you want to, put some decorations on it. You can sell a pack of 6 coasters at a time for what you want to sell them for. You sell it for what you want to. It's enough to make your money back for buying the wood. And people gonna buy coasters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you cut them up. He say half inch thick. And out of one, I think he said 1 2x4. You can get, if you cut them right, you can get about 60 pieces. So that's at least 12 sets of coasters right there, almost.
yeah,
And you say the coasters, decorate them the way you want to decorate them. If you don't want to do nothing but set them down, put some stain on them. People gonna buy
yeah,
coasters.
yeah, yeah.
Instead
It's a
of
lot
pack
of
of
things
coasters,
you
what
can
you
do
want
nowadays.
to.
It's a lot of things you can do now at home to make you a business to start. To provide for you some kind of way to make you some kind of extra money, and to put money into your household.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't it ain't just my sisters doing it. I see white women doing it. I see Mexican people doing it, Chinese. I mean, everybody doing it. You see
Everybody doing it. Everybody
everybody.
doing it. Cause they number one, they already know the government gonna crash for us all over with, and you can't be totally dependent upon them. What you gonna do when it crash? How you gonna survive then? That's the reason why I say look within yourself and find your own skills.
Girl,
If you're,
I'm glad you said that about the government. Do you know the government is over 40 banks closed down over in China?
I believe it.
Do you know my daughter-in-law told me that she had Discovery card and Discovery went out of business. They
It
shut
depends.
down.
I believe it because they trying to do all this digital stuff, and a lot of them credit companies is gonna go under.
I'm telling you, the update, like I said, they said everything you got in your bucket is gonna be already checked out with the credit cards out your purse already. You ain't gonna be alone. They gonna check you out already.
And that's a little too much control
Yes,
for
you
me.
are.
That's too much control for me.
Well,
That's too much control. I might
I
not
guess
want to
they're
spend that. I
stopping.
might want to put something back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they were saying. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? How you gonna just tell me what credit card I want to use or what card I want to use out of my pocket
Yeah.
to pay for food. You know what I'm saying? And this one lady said they use her. This one lady said they use three of her cards out her purse. She didn't even know about it. How about that? That was crazy. I'm like, that's too much right there.
Yeah.
But like I say, they try everything out in the military before they try everything out on us. But they said that's how they stole those chips. They started with people in the military. So I wonder, do everybody got it in the military? Do just some people got it in the military?
Well, they started with them C-19 shots in the military. Them they guinea pigs.
So most likely everybody in the military got a chip.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my niece. She in the military. I'm gonna have to ask her. She got a chip.
Yeah. Cause I want to know. Cause I get the girl said, well, if you're in the military, you get to have a chip. So I just wonder if do everybody got to have one.
And that's probably the reason why if that's the case, that's probably the reason why they're trying to reenact the draft again, because they know a whole lot of people is not going to go through that.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be hard to get them youngsters to go. Them youngsters pay up ain't gonna go without a fight being drafted. I don't think this gonna work out too.
They're not. They're not. Everybody think these youngsters are just soft, but these youngsters ain't soft as everybody think they is. It's the ones that you think are soft is the ones you better watch out for, cause them the ones that ain't soft.
Yeah, and like you've been saying, and I've been watching, like you've been saying, and I have been watching. A lot of young people are more getting. They are more waking. They waking up more. They woke. They see going on. They speaking out more.
Terrell, what's that rapper I told you about today? Last name Lee.
Oh, Sway Lee?
Sway Lee. Oh, they went left on him on Twitter because he told people don't just go blindly vote for Kamala Harris. Do your research on her. And all he did was make a true statement. Just don't go blindly vote for her. Do your research. And they went left on him. Young dude.
A lot of people saying. I've been hearing a lot of people say, do they research on her? Don't just go vote for her. A lot of young people been saying that though.
Yeah.
A lot of people have.
Yeah. Just don't go for her and Judge O'Brien. Do your research on her. She ain't black.
Yeah.
They tell you who her mom and daddy is. And you can go dig in her mom and daddy records. And when you dig and find out their background, she not black. She not like us.
Yeah, she ain't. She ain't black. Look at her skin color. Not just her skin color. She got a little twang in her voice in her speech when she talk.
Yeah.
You can hear.
And I hate that laugh. That's one person laugh. I do not. It sounds wicked to me.
Well, they better get together because people in Chicago say they tired of that shit. Hold on, check this out.
Let me get this shit right.
Let me speak out.
You mean to tell me y'all flooded Chicago with all these immigrants, like Trump say, the bad ones? Y'all done flooded Chicago with all these immigrants, and it's already enough violence out there, and now they robbing people with a translation app. Motherfuckers can't even speak English, but rob somebody on the red line with a translation app? Get the fuck out of here. Where's the taxpayers' money going? Chicago is already riddled with violence. Black on black crime. Killing kids. Over 100 shootings over the holiday. And y'all let more fucked up motherfuckers come in Chicago. And why isn't the taxpayers' money working like they do in all the other areas? In the white neighborhoods, in the suburban neighborhoods. They paying just as much or more taxes. And y'all let this shit go on and then just scoop up the bodies later. Black on black crime is fucking ridiculous. Kids getting shot up. Damn me every day. And motherfuckers robbing with translation.
Those are the elders that we're listening to. Those are the elders with wisdom. Those are the elders with real courage. Those are the elders that are speaking up for themselves and their future.
They tired. They tired. They
Yeah, they
tired.
tired.
Tired. They tired of this shit here. They fed up.
And
They tired. Woo wee. They tired.
yeah,
They speaking out more now. They tired. What is it take
they've been clowning the mayor. They've been clowning the mayor ever since them immigrants started coming up there, cause he want to close down their community centers and the schools they closed down and sent the black kids 10 miles down the road to go to school. Now they want to put the immigrants in there to live. But you shut it down and made the black kids move around and go to another school, right there in their own neighborhood.
Yeah. They said because the schools getting too crowded with the immigrants and the black kids. They had to move the kids around. They was complaining about it. They didn't have enough teachers in classrooms for all the kids. The rooms overcrowded.
They was complaining because a couple of years back, I think, like, I don't remember it, but it wasn't that long ago. They shut down a lot of black schools in the black neighborhood in Chicago, and them schools been.
You broke up. You broke up, pal. You gotta start over again because I didn't hear you. You broke up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you broke up, girl. We didn't hear you.
I said, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Them same schools, they shut down schools in the black communities about, I say maybe about 10 years ago. And the same schools that you shut down in the black communities, you gave them to the immigrants to live in.
Yeah. Didn't they open some abandoned buildings for them to live in too, didn't they?
Yeah, paid the landlords to renovate them buildings and let them live in there. And a lot of the buildings that abandoned is in the black community. But you didn't pay them landlords to renovate them buildings for the black people living in that community, so they'll have somewhere to live.
No, they didn't. They didn't care. Because they didn't care. It's a money thing. It's a money grab.
Yeah, it's a money grab.
Because if you paid you the money of to reconstruction that building, the immigrants come in there and stay, and that means that I'm gonna give you a lot of the money to fund them immigrants and to let them come there and stay in that building. Not only just that, they even just getting the building even prepared for them to come even live in there. And then you're gonna turn around and gonna get the immigrants $9,000 just put in their pockets for cars and food and really just for them to mess off. And not only that, and to send it back over to their country to feed their family members and make them come up as well.
And not only that, it's part of their gentrification operation plan. Because you putting them immigrants in black neighborhoods. You ain't taking them over there to them rich white folks. You putting them in black neighborhoods.
Yes, you are.
And why come you couldn't build that neighborhood up for the black folks? And then when we did build our neighborhoods back up, what you do? You send the guns and the drugs in. You dropping them off in there.
Yep. Building the prisons back up.
And then in Chicago, New York, they having a time in New York. They killing each other at the shelters.
But look at that mayor. The mayor. Look at the mayor. Look at the mayor behind. The mayor ain't no. They got a no good ass mayor up there. What you saying?
Yeah, the mayor, he Democrat, and he going right along with the Democratic Party. Cause who letting him in? The Democratic president.
Right.
And the mayor of Chicago is a Democrat, and the mayor of New York is a Democrat, and both of them black. And that shows you they don't give a damn about no niggas, because they niggas and they going right along with the agenda. It's all about what they can get to put in their pocket. Damn the next man.
Yeah, like I said, it's a money thing. It's a money thing.
Look, they had already outlawed guns, and then they gonna drop gun laws. They gonna drop gun laws.
I mean, I understand. I mean, they just treat us in a kind of way, but when we fight back, we become a real big problem. You know, they don't understand why we fight back.
And we go and this The
We gonna
last
always fight back when it's a problem.
and the last 4 years, black folks need to wake all the way up. Cause the last 4 years should have opened your eye. Trump didn't do it. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't no Trump fan. I ain't voting for Trump. I ain't voting for whoever running for the Democrats. I ain't voting for none of them unless they talking about cutting their check. Cutting their check, writing the crime bill for the black folks. Cause I got black grandsons and sons. That's my thing right there.
Yeah.
But Trump, they doing the
I
same
got
thing.
I got one question now. Now I got a question now to you. Now I'm planning on voting, right? But I'm only voting for the TAC. You know what I'm talking about? So do I have to vote for anything else? I don't have to vote for nothing else on the ballot. Don't do it if I don't want to, huh?
No, you go down there and vote for what you want to vote for.
Are you serious?
Okay, that's all I need. That's all I need to know. That's it right there. That's it.
And let me show you how they use skirt tactics on black people.
But
Let me show you.
Wait. What if my ballot gonna go through because I ain't got enough votes on there? What about that?
Your ballot gonna go through because you got the right to vote for what you want and what you don't want. They can't stop your ballot from going through if you go over there and in that booth and you mark what you want to mark and you don't mark what you don't want to mark. You ain't got you vote for what you want to vote for. They can't make you vote and they gotta count that ballot. You can send that motherfucker through that empty if you want to. That's a count.
I was just wondering. I was just wondering. Okay, go ahead on. I was just wondering. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. I was just wondering. Go ahead.
I'm gonna show you one of the biggest examples of how the Democrats use skirt tactics. When Biden was running for president, Trump had did 4 years of presidency. He said Trump was gonna put us back in chains if we voted for him again and put him back up there. We wasn't in chains when he was the president.
No, we wouldn't. We sure would. That's true.
But Biden said he was gonna put us back in chains. And then he turned right around and had the nerve to tell us,
if you not black, you don't vote for Joe Biden.
Like, if you don't know whether to vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Like that's what she gonna say.
How in the hell you a white man gonna tell me what my blackness is?
Right.
And who I vote for don't define my blackness.
Right.
Black ain't color, my nigga.
That's right. And that my 21-year-old grandson in the background putting his 2 cents in.
Let's go, young man. He said, "I got a voice too as a young man."
I talked to him about it. I talked to him about it because I said it ain't about me. It ain't about me. It's about y'all. It's y'all future. That's the reason why I'm trying to tell you to open your eyes up now. Cause y'all got to navigate this world when I'm gone, and I'm trying to help you navigate it, and don't walk through it blindly.
Yeah, the young people they got to speak their voice. They got to speak their voice. They got to. I mean, if they don't, who else gonna speak it for them? You know what I'm talking about? They got to do it.
And that's another thing I get upset about. They sleep on the young folks. You sleep on the young folks because you ain't trying to teach them nothing. Whether they listen or they don't listen, if you out there trying to teach them, somebody gonna hear it.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody gonna hear it. You sure right, Cassandra. You sure right. Tori said, "I hear him." All right, Tori. So he said, "Hear that young man in the background back there."
Yeah,
that's right. These young men got voices too, and they gonna speak out this year, baby. They ain't going for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And like you've been saying, they speaking out more, and you're right, they sure are.
And it's like this has to be his first time to vote, because when he turned 18, Biden was already in office, and it'll be his first time voting. And who you gonna vote for? Who is that for me to vote for?
Yeah.
They not talking
You
about
know,
nothing.
the young folks tired of a lot of this stuff going on. A lot of the young folks tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I am so glad they woke, and I'm so glad you got your grandson back there. I'm glad that that young man woke back there too. You know what I'm saying? But he got the right person to have him vote.
I be trying my best. Because this is world. It ain't mine no more. I don't
Right,
live my life.
right, right. I feel the same way. You know, I've been here. You know, and while I'm here, I can't spread what my knowledge. You know, and what I got going and my wisdom to some of these young people. Wake them up. You know, wake their parents up. You know what I'm saying? So they can wake their young ladies up. Yeah, or your young queens up. You know, but it's a good thing that they listen. You know, and we need more parents like you, Pat. Put knowledge on our kids and wake our kids up and and our grandkids up and put them on what's going on within the world. They open their eyes up.
Yeah, and it's sad to say, our parents didn't teach us no political, nothing about the politics. Because a lot of them didn't know. So we can't really blame them. Because a lot of them didn't know. But to see
All
what's
our
going
parents knew was Democrats. That's all our parents knew.
All my life, and I'm really just a couple years ago opening up my eyes to what's going on and what be going on in the government.
Yeah, like I said, she at one job she was at, and she said, "Mama, all them people that was in them seats, them black people, it was all black." I said, "I bet ain't nothing in them now but Mexican." She sit there for a minute, she thought about it. She said, "You know, Mama, you so right. Everybody at that high since they left was Mexican."
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Like
that's
I said,
why I'm trying to teach mine. I'm trying to let them know. I got one. She's finna graduate this year. This her last year. She don't mind going to school and giving them the business. She go to school when they just stuff they teaching it in social studies and science. My nana say, that ain't right. That ain't right. She be
yeah,
telling me.
yeah. So let them know that she getting taught at home. Some she get knowledge. She get knowledge at home from her grandmama. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? A lot of people don't. I just wish that since they trying to take Black history out of school, I wish that a lot of parents would grab onto Black history knowledge and start putting it into their household, like you've been saying for a while back.
Yeah. Start because it's the internet. You either gonna use it or you ain't. And the best thing to do is to use it to try to find out some stuff. And if it's true, you're going to find it in more than one place on the internet.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
ain't no reason for nobody to really not to know if you can read. You ain't got
yeah,
to be able to read because you got people on there talking, telling you. Just
yeah.
listen.
Oh
Just
yeah,
pay attention and
yeah.
listen.
You know, and I've been hearing people say, and I know the worst thing they did was made the internet open to everybody where they can get a lot of knowledge off the internet that they didn't know, and how they've been lied to and stuff, and how they've been getting looked at to and looked at now from what the things they've been put out all these decades.
Yeah. I told my husband a long time ago, I said, they trying to keep that internet away from us, but when they let us have it, that's going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, yeah. So let me just ask you, do you think what age limit do you think that's tired of all the violence? To what age limit would you get? What age limit would you start at?
My grandson say he is 21.
Here, 21. But let's check this out.
What would you guys want to say to Young and Ace if you could say something to him?
Quit the violence. My mom, know your mom. Just quit the violence. Like, we don't want to get into this, and especially when we live close to your block. That's not real good.
And also, I feel like y'all need to stop all this violence talking about each other's dead relatives. Because I know in some part of your heart, you feel messed up. Just how I said I wasn't on no side. Like, when I heard them talk about how Baby got on the floor and he was crawling, screaming, please don't shoot me. It was sad because you laughed at it like it was a joke. Death is not a joke. Death is something you don't want to play with. Because when you die, you're gone.
The kids are tired of that help. The kids tired of that violence.
Yeah, that's what I said. You be surprised what these youngsters is listening to, these little bitty kids. I said,
Yeah.
okay, I see it, though.
Yeah.
You be surprised. You be surprised. Cause they say each generation get weaker and wiser, and these little bitty kids is paying attention.
Then look, you see how small they was? You see how little they
Mm-hmm.
was?
Mm-hmm.
He said, "My mama know your mama."
And it's sad. It's really sad that like for the little girl to have to tell somebody getting killed is sad.
Yeah,
You know,
you're right.
that shouldn't be no badge of honor. That's because you done kill somebody. That's not no badge of honor. If you kill somebody because they trying to kill you, then that's a different story. That's self-defense. But just
Right.
going out with all this violence, all that gang banging mess, it's time out.
It's played out for real.
Yeah.
I don't understand why like I'm in high school and they got little gangs in between the grade in the I don't know, just in age range. I don't get it. Cause I'm 16 years old and y'all got little gangs up in the school trying to intimidate other little kids. And I wasn't going for that because y'all push up on me, it's gonna be a fight. And some of them knew that. That's why they ain't mess with me. It was either I'm gonna go down fighting, or I got some homies that stay in my apartments, and y'all can come back here and we can get down, or I just go in the house, or go play basketball and leave it at that. Because I don't really be entertaining that type energy. I just
He's so right.
In the words of a young man.
Yeah, and words of a young man. Yeah, a 21-year-old young man. On top of that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
He tired of it. He tired of it too.
Yeah. It don't make no sense because you killing each other for nothing.
We go have fun together. Ain't no fun in killing each other.
The black men out there killing each other, and the white man over there laughing at it.
Yeah. I mean, it's no badge. It's not no badge of honor. It ain't no badge of honor.
No.
It ain't no badge of honor.
And a lot of times, the half of them, they out there killing each other, and y'all play together in the sandbox and kindergarten together.
That's what I'm saying.
What the hell?
Right. Right.
That's how bad it is in TK. Like
the boy said, "My mama know your mama." The boy said, "My mama know your mama."
Yeah.
You know.
You talking? My grandson talking about how bad it is in TK. Well, let me tell you about how bad it really is in TK. One boy got killed, and the pallbearers that toted the pallbearers of the funeral was the ones who killed him.
Boy, how did that even happen?
But the boy mama didn't know that there was one involved in him being getting unalive. What I mean, how could that possibly happen?
Supposed to been his friends, and my son was friends with all of them. He the one who told me about it.
Oh my God!
The boy they killed was their friend at one point, and that's why they being the pallbearers at his funeral, and they the one killed him.
And did the mama not? The mama didn't know till later on.
The mama didn't know till somebody went to running their mouth, and the boy got arrested.
I could never.
God, dog, what you say? Now how
That's
low?
how
How dirty is that? How can one do that and you unalive my son and then go to the funeral? How can you and be the pallbearer? How can one have enough nerves? Not nerves. How can you have enough nuts to do some crap like that?
Yeah, how can you be so damn evil?
That's exactly what that is. That's evil.
That's evil. You gonna kill me and then you at my funeral crying like you just so hurt that I'm dead and you the one kill me.
And you told me around.
Yeah.
In my head, that calls for retaliation. Because ain't no way.
I'm telling you, my son told me about it. Because he knew them all. He knew them all. And my son said when the boy got killed, he had just left him at the club. He said, my mama was just with him at the club.
So, I was like, dang, bro.
Ain't that son? He was a young boy.
Yeah. This happened about maybe about 5-6 years ago.
That's crazy. See how people, how evil people is, their dark spirit.
Yep. And sometimes be the one right close to you.
But how can you be so evil to do that and have enough, like I said, enough nuts to go over there and they're gonna be at my front and then you're gonna be my pallbearer and you did what you did. I mean, where's the guilt at? Where's your guilt?
Where is
Where's
the
the guilt
guilt?
at? I
Yeah.
understand that.
Y'all be so. And they think that make them a man.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't nobody that ain't been gonna man. It just make you just where you gonna go at the end when your life ends. Where you gonna exactly gonna be going to?
Yeah, that means you're gonna have to look over your shoulder every day because you don't know who's gonna get you.
You got to
Now,
have you got to have nightmares behind some crap like that.
like Tupac and Snoop Dogg said, live by the gun, you die by the gun. And you never know when it's your turn, especially when you take somebody out. The ones who did that, they got to look over their shoulder. Because y'all knew what y'all did, and you the pallbearer at this boy's funeral. You better be looking over your shoulder, because somebody know what you did. They knew what you did, because you got arrested a couple of months later.
Yeah. Yeah. That's bad.
Uh-huh. That's just how bad
Well,
it done got in Texarkana.
friends ain't nothing like the girl. They something terrible.
You know Teresa Webster?
Yeah.
Well, if some boys went to her house, and he went to the house, went in the house and got his gun, and they were shooting at him, and he went home, and they followed him home, and he went in the house and got his gun, and they were shooting at him, and he shot back and killed one of them. He was in his yard. Everybody was telling him that them boys came to his house. They had already been shooting at him, and they locked him up instead of the boys that were shooting at him.
What happened to the ones who were shooting at him? What they do to him?
Nothing. He killed one of them, and that's why they locked him up.
Oh Lord have mercy.
But he was standing in his mama's yard. He had went home.
So it wasn't no stand your own ground at the time. I guess in TK, I guess you.
It
I
was,
mean, I guess you couldn't do that.
it was standing your own ground. It was standing your own ground in Texas, but that was a nigga. And he was in Texarkana, and they didn't give up. They don't give a love about you. You ain't had no business with that gun. But so I was supposed to be just letting them shoot me up, let them kill me.
Yeah.
And Teresa Webster, oldest son, Pookie. Jason, no.
I don't know him.
Yep, it sure did. They off the. When I tell you they off the hook in Texarkana, them youngsters in Texarkana, they ain't got nothing down there for them to do, and they off the hook.
That's bad. That's bad. You know, remember that 8-year-old I was telling everybody about that got unalive behind an iPhone?
What?
Yeah, I remember I said that over there. Yeah, remember I said on the last show that 8-year-old got unalive behind an iPhone. Yeah, let's check this out. Hold on.
8-year-old Demiria Hollingsworth's mother says she's in agony knowing she'll never see her daughter again. Hollingsworth and her 12-year-old cousin were staying with their grandmother in Humboldt for the summer when the victim's mother, Ramaya Smith, says this all started with an argument over an iPhone, but she never thought twice that her child would be killed. Our sister station spoke to her tonight, but she didn't want to show her face.
My baby was 8. She didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did nothing to deserve being killed.
Now, police say after viewing home security footage, the 12-year-old suspect, who will be 13 next week, allegedly used bedding to suffocate her cousin, then cleaned up the victim and repositioned her body. At the time, the two cousins shared a bunk bed.
I look at her sister and I gotta be strong for her. I can't be weak for her. Even though it hurt me real bad because why my baby? Mommy? Hold on, baby. Yeah. Like, why her? You know what I'm saying?
The 13-year-old is charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence, and the victim's mother says she's hoping for the maximum sentence.
Dang, that's messed up though. I mean,
Yeah.
iPhone. First of all, let me just say, let me start with this right here when I first start off. Why do an 8-year-old got an iPhone? Let me
That's
start
my question.
with
That's
that.
my question. That's my question. What an 8-year-old doing with an iPhone?
Yeah, what you doing iPhone, Pam?
That's my question. What is she doing with an iPhone? You that $500, $600, that you that you spent on that iPhone for that 8-year-old, you could have took that and did something else with it. Taught her a skill, put in a cheerleading class, anything. What she need with an iPhone? Android would have did it. She just had to have a phone.
Yeah, I don't
At 8
understand.
years old, you ain't got no.
I didn't
8 years
understand
old, you
that.
ain't got no business with no phone. You ain't got no business. Tablet bad enough. You ain't got no business. I got a 7-year-old granddaughter. I wish her mama would buy a phone. And I don't care if it is her money. You better not buy it now. And if you do, she better not be able to call nobody but me and you.
That's messed up, though.
She ain't got no business. What she doing with you taking? If you really look at it, just look at the big picture. You taking her childhood away from her. You putting her.
Happy
The
kids.
tablet is bad enough, but you putting her in that social media world because everybody know about it, and you say, what? Why she can't go outdoors and play? What she need with an iPhone?
Right, and they,
What?
8 years old, I didn't understand, like 8 years old, iPhone. And my thing
You
is,
can.
maybe 12-year-old had asked for an iPhone, and they wouldn't get her one. She was jealous of it. She had been jealous of it.
Yeah,
That just it. She was jealous of that.
yeah, and that little girl didn't need. You want to spend? I don't even know how much an iPhone costs. I know they cost money. You could have took that money and bought her a vintage baby doll, something she could have put up and had for when she was grown. Cause over time it would have made money, stuff like that. You throwing away money. That's the reason why I can't. I'm just sorry. I ain't spend my money on no iPhone. It just don't make no sense to me. When an Android can do the same thing, you ain't. They don't need my picture. Go Google my name. The FBI got it. I done been arrested and I done been in jail. So that's the only picture you need of me.
Yeah, dang. I mean, maybe. I mean, like I said, I bet you the little girl that was 12 years old, that was 12 years old, had asked for an iPhone, and they wouldn't give her one. And she probably figured, like we say, what's she doing with an iPhone to be 12 years old?
You see, that's the problem too. They got, that's the thing. That's the thing. You got you in the in crowd if you got an iPhone. I told my granddaughter the same thing. Just cause you got a job don't mean you gotta have no iPhone. Cause why you want to be like everybody else?
Right,
I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm happy with my Android.
right. And remember when school one time in school, why they stopped people, they had started people wearing with kids that were wearing uniform because kids was getting hurt behind what they were wearing at school and stuff.
Uh, that was all about design too.
You
That,
think
that's
so?
what that a lot of it was that. A lot of it was kids getting their shoes and their jackets and stuff stole from them and everything. But the real reason was behind them. They prepping them to get ready to wear them jail uniforms.
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth, cause the same lights in the cafeteria in the public schools is the same lights in the jail.
You
The
think
same
so?
table, the same table. They,
Yeah.
if you go through, I know it's on Instagram. I know it's on Instagram. It might be on Facebook. If you go through, somebody put it on their shoulder. That bus that they take them to the pen in is the same bus they ride every day to school on. Same
Uh-uh.
exact same bus. The
I
lights,
ain't,
the tables, the tables in the
I ain't never paid no
cafeteria.
attention like I ain't never paid no attention like that to it. I'm gonna go pay attention. I'm gonna go check that out.
And you know how when we was in school we had real mirrors in the bathroom. No,
Yeah.
they got that same little old aluminum thing that they got in the jailhouse that you can't see yourself in. Them same kind of mirrors they got in school bathrooms now.
Where you been seeing that at? I ain't seen that no damn where I've been going where I say what?
I'm telling you the truth. I'm
What?
telling you the truth. Yep.
I don't know.
I saw it on Facebook a while back. A while, it's been a minute too, cause then my husband like he only just been doing the social media maybe about 2-3 years. Cause at first he
Yeah.
didn't even cool with none of it, and he came across his timeline. He sent it to me. I said, "You just," when I told him, I said, "You just not seeing that? I've been there, saw that."
Oh, I didn't know that.
But the same kind of lights, that's part of the reason why they started doing the uniform. To prep them kids ready to wear them uniforms in jail. Cause some schools had them and some schools didn't. And a lot of the schools where the fighting and the stealing the jackets and the shoes and stuff, they wasn't wearing uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was my first clue. Like, okay, if that's what they did, this was all the trouble at. Why they ain't wearing uniforms? Why all the other schools wearing uniforms?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. I know for a fact. In Tyler, they got two high schools, John Tyler and Robbie Lee. John Tyler is predominantly black. I always have been. That's predominantly black and Hispanic. Robbie Lee is predominantly white. I always have been. Even when I was young, it was predominantly white. Predominantly white and black. And you got a handful of black and a few Hispanic. John Tyler had to
Yeah.
wear a uniform. Robbie Lee didn't. I
Well,
know for a fact
some schools,
my daughter
some
went to
schools have to
Robbie
wear
Lee.
them though. Some schools have to wear them though. They was all right with that though, but maybe they would they didn't have them problems at their school though. You know what I'm talking about?
You ain't listen to what I'm saying. Robbie Lee is predominantly white. My daughter went to
Yeah.
Robbie Lee in the ninth grade. She didn't have to wear a uniform. When she went, she didn't want to go to Robbie Lee. Then she wanted to go to John Tyler. So I put in John Tyler. You go to John Tyler, you got to wear uniforms. It's predominantly
Okay,
black.
I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
I'm telling you. And my daughter just graduated high school in 2013.
Yeah.
My baby girl.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what I know.
Yeah.
And both of them is in Tyler, Texas.
Dang.
And the demographics ain't changed. John Tyler has always been mostly black. And Robbie Lee has always been mostly white.
Yeah. And that's
What?
hmm.
Okay.
But we have learned some stuff tonight. We sure have. I mean, most definitely learned some stuff tonight. I know I have. I have. I have learned some stuff. But y'all, like I said, most people, y'all better start storing y'all perishables, your canned goods and stuff, and the canned goods last for a long time, as they say, so
And
low
and,
just
it, and if you ain't started stocking up, you sure better stock up. Cause to be honest, we don't know what this election gonna be about. We know the people that's gonna get in there, that may get in there, but you don't know what they gonna do when they get in there.
right. And I wonder what changes she gonna make when she get in there. She gonna start signing a lot of deals when if she get president. What changes that she gonna really make, that she gonna keep her word on, that she gonna really make, and
And
is she gonna make
that's
changes right then when she go in
that's
and
another
be
thing.
president?
That's another thing. I went and looked on her website myself after somebody else was talking about it. So I went and looked on there to make sure I ain't taking nobody else's word. I went and looked. She ain't got nothing, no policies on there. All she asking you to do is donate to her campaign and volunteer. She ain't saying what kind of policy she gonna lay down, what she gonna do to help the American people. None of that is on her website. She just asking you to volunteer and donate money. Unless you changed it in the last 72 hours, because I sure went on that the other night and looked myself. I sure did.
Yeah. Okay. So we gonna find out how it's gonna work out, cause I'm watching. Like I said, I ain't voting for that. I just vote for one. I'm just want to vote for one thing only. So
And that's all I'm going to vote for. I've been registered. I've been registered ever since I came back up here in 2016. And
yeah.
I've been registered, but I ain't been to vote. I voted. I did go before I started doing my research on Hillary. I did went go vote for her because I wasn't all the way. I didn't understand the politics, but then I started understanding the politics. But I know one thing, two things for sure. Obama didn't do nothing for her. It was too many black people getting killed. It was too many black men getting killed. The 8 years he was in the office and nobody wasn't doing nothing about it. And that was the first thing that really made me start. Let me look a little closer at what's going on here. Let me look a little bit closer.
So, do you think if Kamala Harris becomes president, do you think Hillary Clinton would feel some kind of way?
Do I think Hillary Clinton do what?
If Kamala Harris becomes president, do you think Hillary Clinton would feel some kind of way?
Yeah, she gonna feel some kind of way.
Yep, I say the same thing too.
You know, this why she gonna feel some kind of way because black people didn't fall for her okie doke, but they falling for Kamala Harris okie doke.
Yeah. She gonna be mad. I think she gonna feel some kind of way. I think she gonna feel some kind of way real big time.
But she should have known because the people were saying it anyway. I even said it too. And I'm being honest. While she running for president, she had Bill Clinton won. And proof that she was running the White House, Obama made her Secretary of State.
Yeah, he did.
So why would you? I don't think she done been a senator yet. She was a senator of New York, so she got political experience and clout. But why would you make Hillary Clinton your Secretary of State of all people?
Yeah. She gonna feel so. Have Hillary and Bill Clinton signed off on Kamala being for any kind of
they did it before Obama did it.
Okay. I just wondering had they did anything, what had they done for her?
Mainstream media, they was going crazy about that, how the Clintons went on and endorsed her and the Obamas had them endorsed her.
Yeah.
They was talking crazy about that.
I wonder was that Bill Clinton doing singularly, or was it they thought they put it together, or was it just him say I'm a endorse her myself, or did Hillary go along with it because she gonna feel some kind of way?
That you'll never know because them that kind of stuff they keep hush. You'll never know that unless they want it out.
Yeah.
Unless Bill and Hillary want that out, you'll never know.
Yeah.
They keep that on the wrap. That's letting out a little too much because you might figure out actually what they doing because they all crooks. They all crooks.
We sure gonna see because look, I'm like I said before, I'm in the background because I'm sure looking. Boy, am I looking? Boy, I'm looking.
And I'm like you, friend. I ain't voting for nobody, but I go vote for that to make my medication legal.
That's what I see. I'm definitely going to vote for that girl. I'm telling you, I'm going to vote for that baby. I'm most certainly
crash.
I'm voting for that. I'll make sure I'm be the first. I'm trying to be the first one in line, and where I got to go vote at. I sure am. And I require Texas go vote for that THC to get legal in Texas because we've been waiting for that for a long time, and we definitely deserve it. Shit.
Friend, I'm driving and my grand he about to crash her. He tried to get in my left so he could drive too. No, dude, we almost home. Get out the way. He's a boy. He like cars. He like cars. And he want to drive.
Yeah. We could get off here. Anything you want to tell everybody before we get off here, girl?
Y'all pay attention to what's going on. Keep your head on the swivel. Each one teach one. And show somebody a little piece of kindness if you can.
Okay, you heard what she said. If you want to donate to Vino Entertainment TV for some beans and rice and water, things like that, you can donate at Capital Cash app at Vino Entertainment TV, Walmart. That's $6 Texas 75243. And me or Pat will go by and we'll swing by and pick it up. And we definitely gonna be out in the neighborhood real soon and serving some food out and everything and giving that water because it's been real hot out here lately. Ooh, Lord, I mean it's been hot. I mean real hot. But y'all make sure y'all put the water out for y'all delivery drivers and things like that, and your mailmans and things like that. But anyway, y'all know what we normally say when we get off here. How the hell you love somebody? You don't love yourself. Peace.